the next race is in 2 weeks at Newport, and then we'll head to I think Hickory after that. So we're just going to click away at them, and because there's only 6 races, we'll travel around to those on the weeks that we don't go other places.
Wow, and he'll be going to the Thunder Road Harley-Davidson 200 at South Boston, Virginia this weekend. Thomas Bean is our guest on the ProFabrication.com hotline after winning at Anderson Motor Speedway. And how big is that win last weekend for your team's confidence, momentum as they go into South Boston?
Oh, yeah, it's always good to win. We definitely needed because this is probably going to be one of our toughest challenges of the year. So we just, like, South Boston probably ain't my best racetrack, so I needed all the confidence I could get going into it. So hopefully we'll have a fast race car and we'll be competitive there as well.
Well, a double shot of caffeine maybe in the Starbucks car.
What we're going to need.
Coming off of Anderson Motor Speedway, the Leapfrog Tri-State Triple Crown event winner, Thomas Bean, did it in high style, starting at the back on the challenge, picked up an extra $1,000 for doing that and taking the victory. He's our guest on the ProFab Hotline. Where can we find you on the internet to keep up with this journey?
Just be a good way to do it is find us at Jody Chandler Racing on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or you can follow me at Thomas Bean Motorsports on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok as well.
There you go, Thomas Bean, our guest of the ProFabrication.com hotline. Congrats on that awesome win down at Anderson Motor Speedway. Good luck at South Boston and Hickory and Newport, all of them and more. He is our guest of the ProFab hotline. Fans, stay with us. We'll be right back with more.
Joey Logano here for Hunt Brothers Pizza, where you can choose from 10 toppings, all at no extra charge. In a hurry? Call ahead to place an order or grab a hunk of pizza on the go. Follow me on the track all season long and visit huntbrotherspizza.com to find your next pizza.
We work hard to keep our cars looking great on the outside, but engine components need our attention too. That's where you can trust Z-Max Micro Lubricant to disperse carbon buildup in your engine and fuel system. Keep your car or truck running at its peak. By soaking into the metal of your engine, Z-Max Micro Lubricant improves performance, extends engine life, and reduces emissions. Trust the many customers who said, "Thanks for saving my engine." Find out more at zmax.com or follow us on Facebook and X.
We've got more PRNs at the track in a moment on PRN, the Performance Racing Network.
Remember the old saying, when buying a new home, a dollar and a deed is all you need? Well, at Oakwood Homes in Shelby, you don't even need a dollar. If you own land, you get instant approval. That's right, instant approval if you own land at Oakwood Homes in Shelby. And save big during their 70th anniversary celebration. A 5-bedroom, 3-bath home now under $100,000 at Oakwood Homes, 1839 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at oakwoodhomesofshelby.com. Like them on Facebook too.
For over 60 years, through 3 generations, Hoyle Plumbing has been the reliable source for all your plumbing needs. Whether residential or commercial, our skilled technicians can handle your every plumbing issue. Rather tackle the job yourself? Hoyle Plumbing has a parts counter well-stocked and open to the public with knowledgeable people to answer any plumbing question you may have. Reach out to us today at HoylePlumbing.com. That's HOYLE Plumbing.com. Your hometown plumber for over 60 years, Hoyle Plumbing is here for you.
Hunt Brothers Pizza always offers all toppings at no extra charge. That's 1,024 topping combinations at one price. At Hunt Brothers Pizza, we love racing and we love pizza. Visit huntbrotherspizza.com to find your next pizza. Welcome back to PRN at the track. Grassroots racing this weekend, like most summer weekends, some places sunny, some places a little less sunny. But get out and support grassroots racing however you can, and certainly follow it all on PRN at the track on our social media, Facebook, Instagram, and on X. We'll keep you updated with all the grassroots racing information we can find, powered by Keen Parts and CorvetteParts.net. And for all of us at the Performance Racing Network, thank you for listening. I'm Lenny Baticki. We'll see you next time at the track. So long.
PRN at the Track was brought to you by Hunt Brothers Pizza. Find your next pizza at huntbrotherspizza.com. And ProFabrication Headers and Exhaust. Quality that wins. This is PRN, the Performance Racing Network.
Carolina Country, WCSL, 92.9 FM, W225DL, 1590 AM, Cherryville, Gastonia, Kings Mountain. Online at www.ktcbroadcasting.com.
Vicky Sperling Realty in Cherryville takes this time to say congratulations to all our area graduates. Your future shines brighter than the sun. Caps off to you. We know without a doubt that you were made for great things. We wish you the best on your graduation. This graduation message is brought to you by Vicky Sperling Realty, 211 East Main Street in downtown Cherryville. Online at sperlingrealty.com.
The prices have never been better than right now on a new Ford and new Lincoln from Classic Ford Lincoln in Shelby. Why? Because you get employee pricing. That's right, employee pricing. You don't save hundreds, you save thousands of dollars on new 2026 models and discounted 2025 models. Brand new full-size trucks, priced as low as $21,950. Also used vehicles starting at $69.95. Coming in for all the details at Classic Ford Lincoln, 1775 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at ClassicFordofShelby.com.
Congratulations to all of our graduating seniors from everyone at the Stamey Cherryville Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Cherryville and the Stamey Ty Senior Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Fallston. You once had a dream, but today you are an achiever. Congratulations on this very special graduation day. You have stayed hard and showed us how it's done. Congratulations once again to all our 2020 graduates from the Stamey Cherryville Funeral Home and Cremation Center, 405 North Dixon Street in Cherryville, and the Stamey Ty Senior Funeral Home and Cremation Center on Highway 182 in Fallston.
No wonder Dad loves Norris merchandise in Shelby. Every turn in the big store leads to some great items that every dad would love. See the new line of fishing lures and supplies. Also archery supplies, flashlights too. Check out the footwear and work clothing. Norris merchandise has the new Americana turtle boxes and the new NCAA college edition of Yeti coolers. And as always, lawnmower parts. See why Dad loves Norris merchandise. 2011 South Lafayette Street, Highway 18 south of Shelby. Online at norrismerchandise.com. The Kia Summer Sticker Sales event is underway at Shelby Kia, home of the Kia Telluride. Get 0% APR financing up to 48 months on the new 2026 Kia Sportage and the 2026 Kia Sorento, and get $750 in retail bonus cash. And ask about the lifetime powertrain warranty. Coming in for all the details. Yes, it's Shelby for life. Remember, at Shelby Kia, you're more than a customer. You're the reason they love what they do. Shelby Kia, 4425 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at shelbykia.com.
Congratulations to all our area graduates from everyone at the Clay Barnett Funeral Home in Shelby and Kings Mountain. Now you're ready to face life, your biggest challenge. Be bold, be courageous, be your best. You can do it. Graduation is the beginning of a new journey. Just believe in yourself and watch magic happen. Again, congratulations to all our graduates from the Clay Barnett Funeral Home, 1401 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, and 303 Pfeiffer Road in Kings Mountain, Cleveland County's only in-house aquamation.
Good angle. All right. Without falling off the roof.
Here in Raleigh, where basketball's long, Wolfpack supporters go crazy every fall. When the pack runs on the court, you hear a mighty roar. You'd think the roof was caving in every time the Wolfpack scores. Why don't you meet me in the Wolfpack den? We'll all have lots of fun watching our team win. No doubt about it. Listen close, my friend. I feel sorry for any team that comes to the Wolfpack den. Why don't you meet me in the Wolfpack den? We'll all have lots of fun
fabulous secret powers were revealed to me the day I held aloft my magic sword and said, "By the power of Grayskull!"
And good morning and welcome to another Saturday Morning Sports Talk with Kevin, Chip, Tom, and Will. And as of right now, if y'all can see in the studio, Kevin will be joining us shortly by video Skype from, he's in Tennessee. I don't remember why he said he was going to be in Tennessee. But
vacation.
I mean,
It's vacation, man.
Vacation, yeah.
Vacation.
Yeah, you would think if he was on vacation, he wouldn't want to work when he's on
You guys got me?
We hear you.
Yes,
but
sir.
I don't think we see
I just now heard you guys. Good morning, everybody. I don't know. The only word I heard was vacation from Tom.
It's JP probably.
Because I know I can't hear JP.
Yeah. JP does have the greeting, and Tom was filling him in on. JP was curious why you were on vacation, why you decided to work.
Well,
he just committed.
This is work, not vacation. This is dance competition weekend.
This is commitment, obligation.
We're here to fight, win, what all the other stuff is that they do. Live, laugh, love, whatever it is.
Yeah, good deal. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this is not He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, although Kevin sure made it look pretty
we are
impressive.
The Masters of the Universe.
We're
KTC, the Masters of the Universe.
All right,
we are in.
I like it.
Is Wheel the Thrill's not there yet, right?
No, not yet. Our second shift's not checked in yet, not clocked in.
All right, I'm trying to show a picture of the mountains here on the update. So we are here for a dance competition. Daughter dances. Her first dance today is at 1:45. They've been doing it all week here, right next to. We're staying next to the convention center where the dancing is. So we don't have to go too far at all. We just walk down like basically a block. She's got 2 dances a day, one in the morning, then what they call, I guess, shootout competitions in the afternoon tomorrow, where they got to redo some of the dances and all that. So we're going to be here for quite a while for the next day or two. But they've been doing it all week. Our team just now got down here this weekend, but it's been a big week here apparently. But the weather is great. I don't know if you can tell by the looks of it, but it does look like it feels great. I've been up since sunrise, like 5:30ish or whatever, watching it come over the mountains while everybody else in this house sleeps.
Webbed. So we're still trying to see if we can get views for you, Kevin. We don't see anything coming through as of yet for you right now.
Get what?
Your view, what you're showing, like the camera view is not coming through. We do hear you.
You can't see my video?
No, we do not. It's not there yet. It's great.
It's showing on my end.
Let's see.
There
it is. Boom. Gotcha.
There it is.
Gotcha.
Well, there you go.
Oh, well, we had it. Right as soon as I switched it over, it went great.
Well, a lot of people say, like, Pigeon 4 Gatlinburg is Myrtle Beach in the mountains. And I say, when people say that to me, I say, at Myrtle Beach, there's a beach.
That's right.
There is no such beach at Pigeon Forge. So it is not Myrtle Beach in the mountains.
There's a creek up here.
That doesn't count.
That's
I mean, sorry, man. It's just not good enough. Nobody says I'm going to the creek, unless there's like behind their house and they're going fishing.
Well, I'm glad Tom said that, because we Amy and I sat last night at Blake Shelton's place, and we are sat right next to a bachelorette party, and they were from Ohio. So there you go. Nobody comes to the creek in Gatlinburg except Ohioans.
That's right.
Ohio people are everywhere. They just want to get out of Ohio as fast as they can.
Nice.
That's awesome. So, Chip.
Yes, sir.
Well, while I got you, kind of sort of, you got me. I see the gray screen. Is that what you're looking at online?
We see the view of the hotel and
you got it now.
now.
My phone hasn't refreshed yet. All right. Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Saturday Morning Shock Joxx. This is a sports talk show. We have NASCAR to talk about. We got golf to talk about. We've got big NBA trade news here in Charlotte. We all know you folks listen to the radio this morning. We want to talk about LaMelo Ball and what happened this week. We did a great job not previewing the NBA draft this week, guys. So
right.
We'll have to talk about that. I kind of snuck up on us real quick and didn't see. I was like, and I even asked if any of y'all had any news and notes in the NBA before we went to break, and nobody had one.
It felt like it was the week before was just the NFL draft. We weren't ready for the NBA draft to just come upon us like that.
Plus, there's other stuff going on. The Canes were in the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
And you had the World Cup and other things going on, so it sort of got overshadowed. I mean, the mainstream media really didn't talk about it too much. I mean, they're all talking about Scottish people drinking all the beer in Boston and everybody smuggling ranch dressing out on planes and things like that. So that kind of dominated the headlines. And because they expanded the World Cup so much, they had so many more teams, and you had all these other countries coming in. I don't know if Scotland even won a game, but their fans came and drank a lot of beer and ate a lot of pizza and talked about how great America was. So that kind of stole the headlines, and then boom, here's the NBA draft. Oh, by the way, here's the NBA draft. Plus, I don't think there was any Wemby-esque type player in it either. The number one overall they did. This is the kid out of BYU, right? And went number one overall.
Correct.
Yeah.
I forget.
Dabinasta.
Yeah, that's it. I couldn't even get his name correct like that. So yeah, I'm sure we'll talk more about the draft and the trade. We had a couple big trades this past week. One close to home, as Kevin mentioned as well. I was trying to get the NASCAR standings up here on the screen. I'm not having much success with that as of yet. But
1 point away.
Yeah. Yeah.
1 point away is Denny Hamlin.
Well, 8 points. So it's 8. But
eight? Okay.
Yeah, but 3 weeks ago it was like 100 points we were talking about. So they raced the inaugural race at Naval Base Coronado in San Diego. All of our race picks, except Will wasn't here. We did Tyler Reddick in his honor. But Shane Van Gisbergen, less than halfway through the race, crashes out. So our favorite did not actually finish next to last on a road course. Never thought I would see that. And then youngster in his 7th race, I believe, or maybe more than that, but looking to see Corey Haim in his 13th start, 23-year-old from Marietta, Georgia, picks up his first win on the big circuit past Will's honorary pick for the race, Tyler Reddick. Reddick got a flat tire, went from 1st to 25th in the last 3 laps of the race. And so Corey Haim picks up the welcome, Will. Glad to have you. Glad I could share that information with you. Yeah, put the crown on. Go ahead. Make it a crown.
So who wrecked SVG? Who wrecked him?
So it looks like
he wrecked himself.
All right, I was watching it. All right, here's what happened.
Yeah.
All right, so everybody's going after SVG, right, on the road course. So everybody's kind of racing him sort of aggressively. He ended up in a spot where he was basically 3rd in line, and the 2 guys racing in front of him, one guy went a little too hard into the corner and put the other guy in the wall. Well, SVG's 5 feet behind them, and he gets collected in those 2 kind of racing for first right in front of him, and the top 3 all wrecked together in one big wreck.
Okay.
So it was basically it was a
he wrecked himself.
No, it was cars in front of him.
He wrecked himself.
Did you not listen to what Kevin just said? You barely sat down and
Did you see the clip?
Huh?
Did you see the clip?
I've read about it and I've listened to it.
Did you see the clip? Did you see? The wreck happened in front of him.
Right. And okay, let's see you slow down going the speeds they're going. Yeah.
Yeah, at 100 miles per hour, 5 feet in front of
Right,
him.
yeah.
It happened in front of him. They didn't nobody wreck him. The way you said it was like somebody went after him and wrecked him.
Well, it's challenging. Nobody plowed into him. I'll put it that way. But there was probably very little.
Yeah, he plowed into somebody else
because he was right behind him. Oh my gosh, Will. God. But yeah. So SVG was out of the race. Very less than halfway through. It is Connor Zilic, who is known as kind of the other road course specialty driver, along with Austin Hill, who they got collected, and SVG got collected up in their wreck, or they didn't wreck. The wreck that SVG did not cause, based on what Kevin's sharing, and Will's offering his input as well. But
I'm trying to pull up the wreck.
Tom's getting us a soundtrack with it too right now.
I got it there, guys.
You got it.
I'm trying to pull up the wreck because fake news over here just walked in.
Yes.
Fake news from an SVG player.
I'm watching. Well, they're not an SVG fan. Okay, there it was. Yeah, he just got collected. There was nothing he could do about it. I mean, it was like
Sam.
Didn't
nobody go after him? You said
just because somebody
tried to wreck him. Nobody went
I never said they tried to wreck him. I said he was involved in the wreck.
But they were like,
and he didn't wreck himself.
I mean, they were.
It's not Yosef.
Listen, him and another guy. I can't remember which one of those drivers.
They were
had already bumped each other quite a bit before that. But
yeah. So, but with the ending of the race, Tyler Reddick with the flat tire. Again, I don't know if you caught to the beginning of this, Will, but Tyler Reddick's lead on Denny Hamlin is down to 8 points.
It's okay.
I hope you enjoyed the lead while it lasted. Now the experienced guys are actually going to take over. Yeah, we'll see.
Don't worry, Ryan Blaney's still coming.
Yeah, 133 points back in third is Ryan Blaney in the standings. Kyle Larson 4th, Ty Gibbs 5th, Chase Elliott 6th, Chris Buescher 7th, Daniel Suarez 8th, Carson Hocevar 9th, Chase Briscoe, Bubba Wallace, Christopher Bell, William Byron, Eric Jones, Austin Cindric, and Ryan Preece round out if the playoffs started today. The inaugural street race in San Diego was the race that caused SVG to fall out of playoff position. That's ironic. He was
lot of money lost this weekend.
That's exactly right.
It's not fishy at all.
No. Well, that's okay. They have a chance to redeem themselves because this week they're going right back to another road course at Sonoma. So they're at Sears Point to race this weekend. I've already got the odds looked up for that as well. Taking a look.
Hey, Jimmy Johnson raced at the naval base. I don't know if you knew that.
Sort of.
Had a brake failure, and wrecked out with a brake failure. It's just a weird thing. Like, you got your car over here, and then your brakes just give out here on the road course. So and you wreck.
It's weird to me. I mean, I don't want to take anything away from these drivers. I don't want to take anything away from Dale Earnhardt, Richard Petty, Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon, these guys that have historically been great. But how much of this is the car?
It's the car.
I mean, versus the drivers in terms of how good they are. Because, we're watching Jimmy Johnson's you can't deny he's one of the greatest of all time. But he's not. I mean, and Kevin, you kind of went into this when we got into this a few months ago. How much of it too is when you just lose that fire, and you don't. I don't know. They just don't have that. They don't want to put themselves in questionable situations race wise.
Well, having kids and family is different. One, two. Also, there's nothing on this planet Jimmy can't drive. Right. But this next gen is different than like what you talked about with the other guy. Every guy you just named liked a loose race car.
Right.
And this one, the back end gets loose, you wreck. Yeah. And that's not what that's not what anybody prior to this next gen liked about any car. They all wanted them loose and fast, where they wanted that back end moving and where but controllable. And this one, the back end pops out, it's gone.
Yeah. Gotcha. No, that's a fair point too. And I think you've seen and God rest his soul.
You can't listen, you've seen cars and you've seen the Dukes of Hazzards. You slide in the back, you turn right to go left. That's what you're supposed to do. These boys been doing that all their lives, and then they bring this car along and it don't quite do that at all. So nobody really likes the car at all. Hamlin has done the best adjusting from the past to this end, but I don't know if that's just a Toyota thing, because a lot of the Toyotas are doing well themselves.
Yep.
It's so hard to transfer from the dirt to the track.
Yeah, Jim used to race dirt trucks, and dirt bikes, dirt trucks, dirt bikes, and jump straight into it. And then so that's the thing. You want that back end loose and under control, and that's not what this car does. So anyway, this weekend, what we got?
So again, they're at Sonoma. Shockingly, the odds are exactly for the favor is basically exactly what it was last week. Shane Van Gisbergen, you've got to bet more money to make money back. Basically, a $10 bet. Almost. You've got a $10 bet will win you $16.67 for SVG. He's minus 150. The top 5 updated just recently or just earlier this morning. Trying to see if I can find that. So Van Gisbergen is the favorite. Connor Zilic is at 9-1. Tyler Reddick, Will's pick, 11-1. I'm gonna go out on a limb there and say Tyler Reddick 11-1. Kyle Larson is 14-1, and then tied for 5th in the odds. Michael McDowell, Ryan Blaney, and Ty Gibbs all 17.5-1.
It's Austin Hill that Van Gisbergen has the beef with because there's 2 races. He's been involved in an incident with Austin Hill, so but he's not like some others that just comes out there and just whine and crying. He was kind of, I think, a little bit more mum about it. It's like, well, watch the film. I think that's kind of the way he was with it.
They did have another F1 guy out there. I can't remember his name, and he wrecked Noah Gragson or bumped Gragson, and Gragson come up to him after the race, say something, and the guy told him to F off in whatever Italian language he speaks. So.
Well, I'm like, back in the day, they wouldn't come up and say something to you. They just punch you in the face. Now, I mean, these guys, they would scrap in pit row back in the day. I don't think these guys will do that. They'll just, I guess make their emotions known, and that's it. But back in the day, man, who was it that the car came by and he threw his helmet at the car?
Yes.
It's like he went by, he got wrecked, he threw his helmet at the car. It's like, that was awesome. But
yeah, I'm trying to
there's a lot of guys that's done that.
Yeah, I can't remember one famous one. I can't remember what it was.
I remember the one you're talking about.
I'm looking it up right now. There's most famous NASCAR driver to throw a helmet at a car was at Bristol, Tony Stewart.
Yeah,
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure it was. I was about to guess hothead Tony Stewart, but I didn't want to get into all that.
But it was
as well. What a surprise that he threw.
I know when Kevin's here, he pulls up the clips and things, but it was bam bam Kevin. He couldn't do anything. I mean, it was just like they were all there together.
Yeah.
And I couldn't
tell
about
SVG.
Yeah. I couldn't tell whether it was Hill hit the wall or Hill ran him into the wall.
He ran him into the wall.
Yeah, okay. So
because he couldn't. The guy in the middle didn't make the turn. He went in too fast and slid into him. He slid into him, who slid into the wall, and then SVG was there.
It was just definitely bam bam because they were all bunched.
Yeah,
they were all bunched, and it was just bad luck.
That was Connor Zilic was the other one, and they interviewed him after. He's like, I felt like I was giving Austin Hill space, and the next thing I was in the wall. Really unfortunate.
So Hill was on the outside.
Yeah.
Okay, Zilic was on the inside.
I hate to end both days for Shane and I. We had a really fast car today, so forth. Yep. So.
Well.
All right, boys.
All right. Anybody? All right. Are we doing? Will taking Tyler Reddick and the 3 of us taking SVG at Sonoma this week?
I think that's the call.
Are we just gonna?
I think that's the call.
I'm taking Kyle Larson.
Oh!
I'll take Kyle Larson.
Surprise!
Look at Willie. I like it. Tom
finished pretty well, and I think that maybe Shane does have a target on his back. Maybe they're going to make sure the guy
didn't get wrecked.
We're going to make.
He ran into somebody. He didn't.
He was involved.
I know he's had our.
Maybe they're gonna. They don't like this guy from New Zealand winning races.
So I know we've had our Diana Rossini, Mike Vrabel situation in the NFL. Apparently in NASCAR. Carson Hocevar and Kay Adams have been flirting with each other back and forth after her little interview, and and he's talking about a ride, taking rides together, and all kinds of
Are
things.
these guys?
So I'm going to pick.
Are they
Hocevar has been with the Cougar this past week or two, so I'm going to pick Hocevar to win in wine country. How about that?
Wow. That's awesome.
I can't even comment on that. Thanks, Kevin.
Nailed it. I know, Will. Nailed it.
Carson Hocevar is not married. He does have a girlfriend, though, Larissa Ford. Or did.
Who does?
or did.
According to Kevin, he did. He didn't. He
He
don't
ain't
have
got no
anymore.
girlfriend. He ain't got no girlfriend. You watch him on Twitter. He ain't got no girlfriend.
So is
either that or they're very open about their relationship?
Right.
In Vrabel's case, I know he was married, but is that reporter married too? She's not.
Yes, she was.
Yes, she was.
She's married too. Okay.
Tom, she named her baby with her husband Mike.
Oh. Okay.
And
because that's who she was thinking of when he was conceived.
Well, there's a lot of timing. There's a lot of timing that a lot of people think that it may be Vrabel's kid. Actually,
I was about to say,
that's the big news. That's the big news that hasn't dropped in the back. That's just a lot on the timing.
Yeah.
You know, the internet's loose. They put everything together, and so anyway. We can talk about that later. But anyway, let's. Is that it for NASCAR?
That's about it for NASCAR. Yes, sir. We got Kyle Larson is Tom's pick. Tyler Reddick with Will and Kevin. I'm assuming you and I are going with SVG for the.
No, I said I want the Cougar Hunter.
Oh, Hocevar. So we're all going to. All right, well, I'm sticking with Vegas. I'm going with SVG
this week.
So good deal.
All right. We come back, Chip. Let's. We got to talk this LaMelo trade.
Yep. All right. We'll go NBA. Talk the LaMelo trade. Talk the draft. Also talk about the Giannis trade as well. Probably a little bit too. Got that. Got a whole lot more. Little recap of the U.S. Open. I'm sure we'll get Tom's take on the World Cup and anybody else's take that might have some as we get ready for the knockout round. You're listening to Shock Jock Saturday Morning Sports Talk on KTC Broadcasting.
If you need some gas lines run, call. For residential or commercial, they'll have you hooked up in no time at all. And now's the time to jumpstart maintenance on your gas logs. And they sell famous White Mountain Hearth gas logs with the best prices in town. And don't forget, they fill propane cylinders. For sales and service, see Today's Pro, located at 1325 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Call 704-600-8393 and like them on Facebook too. That's Today's Pro. Yes, the rates are great, and they are open to the public 7 days a week. We're talking about Westport Golf Course in Denver. They are at the top of the list of must-play courses in our area. Play and ride 18 holes Monday through Thursday for $45. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and holidays, $59. Seniors play and ride 18 holes Monday through Friday for $35. For your tee time, call 704-489-8088. The Westport Golf Course, 7494 Golf Course Road South in Denver. Online at westportgc.com.
The Get Ready to Ride Polaris sales event is underway at Full Throttle Power Sports in Lowell. Get up to $3,000 off or 0% financing for 60 months on select off-road models. Also save up to $1,250 on select Kawasaki road bikes. Full Throttle Sports has 3.99% APR financing for 36 months on the Suzuki King Quad or get $1,600 in customer cash back at Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk in Lowell.
It's the best doggone sales event ever. That's at Shelby Honda, home of the Honda CR-V. Lease a new 2026 Honda CR-V LX for as low as $259 per month for 36 months. Or how about leasing a new 2026 Honda Accord LX for $249 per month for 36 months. And lease the ever-popular Honda Ridgeline RTL for 36 months for $399 per month. And all with the Shelby Honda lifetime warranty. Coming in for all the details, Shelby Honda, 4421 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at shelbyhonda.com.
Some people say there are doers, and there are dreamers. But what's wrong with a little dreaming, especially when it's shared? With hard work, little dreams grow into big ones. At Kubota, we know that your work never stops, and we're inspired by those who dream. But our equipment is built for dreamers and doers, like you. Kubota, built for those who do.
Your Kubota dealer is Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive, Kings Mountain.
Hey, can I help you? Wow, this tractor looks tough. Oh, yeah. This is the Coyote RX 6010. It has a 59 horsepower Daedong turbo engine, 4-wheel drive, and one of the highest lift capacities in its class. It's a whole new level of toughness.
Wow, that is tough. I'll take it. Bubby, let's go wrestle a bear.
Experience the toughness of the RX series at your local Coyote dealer.
Your Coyote dealer is Weston Sells, Highway 18 North, Highway 27 intersection west in Vail.
And we're back on Saturday Morning Sports Talk. I really don't know what to say considering Kevin's kind of only audio at the moment. So
all I want to talk about is how Josh Green involved in this LaMelo Ball trade, averaging 7, 2.5, and 1.5. He also gets 1 steal. I mean, why is he involved in this trade?
Money. You gotta make money. You gotta make the money match.
I guess that it had to be. I mean, like, I don't understand it as well as you do, Kevin, but when I saw him as part of the trade, let's see, the Naz Reid does average about 14. So, I mean, he's not a 25-point guy, but he'll score a little bit for you. So it's not a bad player they got in return, but I think everybody else talked about the draft capital. I mean, a 2033 pick?
Yes.
I'll be dead in 2030.
Yes.
No,
Thank you, Tom.
I'll be dead by the time they get this pick.
Or I won't know what's going on by 2030.
I won't know what's going on. And then they get the pick swaps. I mean,
Who's going to finish last?
Yeah, that's exactly. I mean, that.
Who's going to have the best pick?
Who trades for
years?
a second-round pick swap?
Yeah.
I mean, who's ever even heard of a second-round pick
That's the
swap?
dumbest thing ever.
I mean, it's just like, I guess they do it. I mean, I just didn't get it. I thought they got a decent player in return. I thought it would have been good if they would have, say, got a number 1 pick in 2028, or
Right.
2027.
Yes.
Something that's a little bit more, and the Timberwolves are getting ready to, I mean, they've got Baby Jordan up there, right?
Yes.
And now they've got LaMelo, who's going to make their team worse. But it's one of those things where very likely, Kevin, I would say that Minnesota's going to finish ahead of Charlotte. So what good does a pick swap?
That's that was my point with when you got Ant
like if you sucked now and you said I'll give you a pick swap, okay, but I don't understand getting a pick swap with a team that's better than you.
Yes. Why are you giving away? There's a good chance that your picks are going to be better than their picks. So why are you doing that?
But they control the pick. They control the pick. That's the difference.
So in other words, Will, if they say they finish, Minnesota finishes ahead. Well, we don't want the pick swap this year. Well, then what did you get?
Nothing.
I mean, it just doesn't make it. I mean,
You got absolutely nothing.
So this is the explanation from.
It did free up money, though. I think it's more about freeing up money.
Yes.
Yeah. So the Twitter explanation of it says why teams use pick swaps is because the NBA enforces the rule that forbids teams from trading away back-to-back first-round picks. So Minnesota cannot legally trade out of first-rounders in back-to-back years. They could use pick swaps to maximize the trade value safely. This allows Charlotte to secure high upside draft assets across a consecutive 3-year window without violating league rules. For Charlotte, they're gambling on Minnesota's future. If the Wolves' new pairing of Edwards and Ball falters and suffers injuries by 2030, the Hornets could net a massive unexpected lottery pick. So basically what they're saying is, and let me break this down for LaMelo and the basketball fans. LaMelo averages right at 25-5 or something like 25-7, somewhere around in those numbers. Kobe White, for half as much or a third as much money, averages basically 15-5-5. So and he's averaged 20 before in his career in Chicago. So basically the Hornets are like, we can pay Kobe White twice as less. And then we're going to bank that the Timberwolves in 3 years with LaMelo's ankles and maybe team chemistry, that they might be a lottery team in 3 to 5 years. So basically, it's a trade for Naz Reid and Kobe White is what they're trading for LaMelo for now. and then hoping Minnesota is worse than them in 3 years is what the bet is basically what it boils down.
LaMelo's points a game's only 20 in 2025, 26. He does average about 2 moving violations per month. I mean, he gets a couple of those.
The streets of Charlotte are safer.
So you know what? In driver's ed, the kids actually made that joke. They said, well, doesn't he break traffic laws all the time? I'm like, sure does. And then he leaves the scene, which you tell the kids not to do. But you don't have as much money as him, kids. You have to stay there.
I like
rebounds a game. You're right, Kevin. Not even 5. Assist game is 7. His 3-point percentage is about 35. He does get a steal.
The thing about this percentage, and that's what people talk about, and Will can talk about it from a basketball standpoint. It's not that he shoots 35%. It's the shot selection is sometimes terrible. As you guys got, he's a good passer, but he'll pull up a 40-foot three when he's got a pass available somewhere else, and you're just like, what are we doing here? And I think that's what serious teams. It's not serious basketball, and here's the big thing.
It's Instagram basketball.
But you can't.
Instagram.
But that's you do Instagram ball when you're in college and high school.
We shouldn't even do it then, but
shouldn't be doing it.
But,
I mean,
it should be doing
that's AAU.
But that's
right.
That's
AAU.
the stuff
Yes.
that you do then. You don't get to the pros to do because you done made it. You're a pro. You're
Right.
top 1%.
But so this and I'm not,
everybody knows who you are now.
And I'm not a LaMelo fan. I'm glad that they were looking to trade him. I think they got absolutely. I think this is a fairly underwhelming.
Well, they got rid of all the money.
I
think
they got 100%. Rid of all the money.
I mean, like like Kevin says, there's rules.
Well, but here's the point I was going to make though. The one thing I will say to give them, and this is ESPN brought this up on the surface, the Hornets. This is going to make the Hornets worse next season because their offense scored 123 points per 100 possessions with ball on the court, with their best 5 on the court last year. That was better than the Nuggets last year, which had the league best for an entire game. When you take him off the court, their offense scored 100, just shy of 111 points per 100 possessions. That tied with the Kings at 26th. So he had whatever. Say what you want to, the product was better. Their cohesiveness was better with him on the court with that 5. So with him
on paper,
on paper, but
they scored more points.
Yeah. So
you're talking about points wise,
offensively, yes.
All right. So the plus net rating when Kobe White was on the floor was plus 14, better than LaMelo on the floor.
Okay.
In the same spot.
So there you go.
That's
the all around. That's alternative argument. Yeah. There you go.
You're looking at Kobe White's plus minus, and again, he just signed for 3 years. What he just signed the deal yesterday,
yes.
$125 million or something like that.
That's right.
Yep. It's not. So you're getting for half the money. You're getting basically 3/4 or listen. If Kobe White plays 25 minutes, he's going to do the same production as LaMelo Ball.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, he's going to. LaMelo is shooting 20 sometimes a game to get the same number of points. Kobe's not. All right, and Will, when they needed a shot to win the game, to win a play-in game, who'd they go to? Who took the shot in the play-in game? Y'all were the big play-in fans. Y'all should know this. It was Kobe White. It wasn't LaMelo. It wasn't Mr. Dookie.
Yeah.
It was Kobe White.
Because LaMelo had the tip in, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was not the drawn up play.
No, I'm talking about Kobe White hit the 3, and listen, I think they're in a great spot as far as playing serious solid basketball now. Like it's. I think they're in a decent spot.
I think they have looked at what OKC had done. They looked at what New York done, and I think they're going with the players and not the names, because Brunson wasn't a name until
the one. So the analysis.
If you're the Wolves, all right. So real quick, go ahead, Chip. Go ahead, Chip.
I was just gonna say the benefit for the Hornets, they've got a well-rounded group of front court guys, especially big men. So that gives them with Reed, their number 1 draft pick, their first-round draft pick, Steinbach, Diabate, and Kalkbrenner. That gives them a good blend of different types of big men they can use. Tom's point, I agree wholeheartedly with Tom's point about everybody keeps talking about this unprotected first-round pick is their most valuable future draft asset, which is, feels like it's 2 presidential administrations from now. So, I mean, it's
if there's rules about, what Kevin alluded to is there's rules about how Minnesota can trade because of their past trades, but why not go find somebody who could give you a number 1 now? Why not give you somebody who could have gave you a number 1 in 27? So it's just like, it just seems to me that you did the right thing in freeing up the money, and they say the Hornets aren't done, and I agree with Kevin, is serious basketball. The only thing what I told some folks is the only thing good about LaMelo is he got people to talk about Charlotte. It's not a place that people talk about. It put a little focus on the city, and I kind of like that, that people talked about Charlotte because he was there. But at the same time, he's not a serious player. He's not, I'm not saying he's not talented. It's like Kevin said. He's very talented. He's just not serious.
Right.
I mean, and it's just.
And how often is he going to stay on the court?
And is it because it's Charlotte? Because they've never been to a conference finals? It's because they've never been to a championship series? It's because they've been one of the most inept franchises? Is that why he wasn't serious here? Is it kind of like people go to Cleveland Browns and they're not serious because you're not going to win here? This is just like we're just kind of hanging out till somebody else, till we have a trade like Myles Garrett to the Rams. Is that the mentality? Is that why is the mentality going to change in Minnesota?
The big thing here, and this goes back to Kevin's point about the money too, and this is another aside to this. In addition to shedding Ball's contract in this deal, the Hornets created a $40.7 million trade exception. That's the largest in NBA history. So it lines them up to add.
The one thing I don't completely understand the trade exceptions, exactly how it works, other than why, as opposed to the free agency money. I'm guessing they can take on more money than what they have with their cap. Now, people are suggesting Jaylen Brown is a big name that's been coming up.
Yeah, they say they're going to go after somebody big, Kevin, is what I heard. Is they wanted to free up that money and then be aggressive in free agency.
The trade exceptions are a mechanism that allows over-the-cap teams to acquire players without having to send out matching salary. It acts as essentially an IOU or store credit, giving teams a 12-month window to absorb the salary of the new player to the value of the exception. So it gives you time, basically, if you want.
You really got to have a slide rule to figure out all these rules. It's just like like Foghorn Leghorn. He'll need a slide rule to find me in here.
This is how the NBA's salary cap works with with their different aprons and tiers and everything.
I mean, it's seriously, man. It's just like you got to know the ins and outs.
But it's people that know who you was talking about.
Yeah, some people do know.
I'm a cutting, but you ain't a bleeding.
Yeah. But you have to work all the angles, and in like layman's terms, and like people like local idiots like us just gonna say, well, they're freeing up money to get somebody else, and I hope they do get a serious basketball player. I am gonna miss the people talking about Charlotte.
Yeah,
like. We've got to be good if people are going to talk about Charlotte. You know what I mean? I mean, they've got to put a good product on the floor and get a little attention there to make it a place where future free agents will want to come, right?
I'm hoping that this turns into they put a solid team out on the floor and the team win games. And they're talking about Charlotte for the right reasons because they're winning games.
Not because LaMelo Ball and his daddy are out there.
Yeah.
Not because you've got an influencer on your team.
Yeah, right. I want them to talk about Charlotte for the right reasons, because they playing good basketball and things of that sort. I don't want to be on national news because we had an accident and go talk to the cop and go jump in the car and lead the scene.
Related but not related. You talk about serious basketball, and I know this is kind of like a little bit of a tangent. If we're going to play serious basketball, can we clean up the officiating on walks and double dribbles and things like that? That's something else I'd really like to see. It's like I'd like to see the NBA be basketball again. What they're doing now is just kind of it's so bad. Like what they're letting the guys get by with is so bad. So I mean, a little bit of a side note. I like to see serious basketball show, but I'd like to see the officials get serious with start calling things that are obviously travels and double dribble.
And then when the kids do it in high school,
then they get mad at the ref,
and they call it. They get
it's like,
they get so frustrated.
You're not a
with
real
the ref.
official. You're not. Nobody don't call that in the NBA. No, they don't, son. There's a reason. That's a problem.
There's a reason why I'm calling it.
That's exactly right.
You're breaking the rules.
It's just so bad. It's just so bad. And another related note: did y'all see the woman who stole the Knicks trash can? Y'all didn't see that?
No.
Kevin is always usually all over stuff like that. She was a bank executive. They painted the trash cans. Yeah, she's a bank executive, and they painted the trash cans the color of the Knicks. They were like orange and blue.
Mm-hmm.
This lady, like, the trash is overflowing. She dumps out the trash in the middle of the sidewalk and steals the freaking trash can. And and I don't want to be this way, but she's a bigger girl. It's like she kind of gonna. Like, this really drew a lot of attention. I mean, this size woman doing this in, like, everybody's like, oh my God, it's not like you can, like, it was just bad. It was just bad for so many reasons.
It was on the news.
Yeah, it was national news, Kevin. It was like on all the national show. It was on Inside Edition and everything. I mean, this poor lady. Your reputation is now ruined.
It's seeming like the Knicks lady fans have been all over the worst.
I mean, it was just so bad, man. It was just so I feel, even though she did something ridiculous, I in my heart feel so bad for you because you had a bad moment and now you humiliated yourself in front of the entire nation. So I mean, it's just like I really feel like if she was here, I'd say, like, I really feel bad for you. I think you got caught up in the euphoria because all those fans in New York were so stupid, and they're trying to, like, defend burning school buses and all this. This is indefensible, no matter what you say. Celebrate your team, but you don't set a school bus on fire. You're an idiot.
Right.
But it's just like what she did. It's just like, you're a bank executive. Just go down to Costco and get the same trash can and go take it in and have somebody paint you one of those. Paint it the same thing. I mean, it's like, it's not. What are you doing?
Order the stickers, the decals, and make your own.
That's what I'm saying. You can make it.
Do a fathead.
You can. Seriously. You dump the trash on the sidewalk when everybody's got a home theater in their pocket.
Yes. Police are learning this lesson every day now. You
just
assume you are always being filmed.
I'm glad there were no cameras in 1992 because I probably could not have been. I'm just not gonna say it. It's just. I'm just telling you, man. I'm just telling you that
there
you
weren't
can't,
cameras. There
you
weren't
can't-
camera phones.
There weren't camera phones, and there may be some surveillance footage of me somewhere. Maybe breaking into Harvard University.
I was good look. I heard about this week,
We're not
actually.
gonna talk about that, but I'm just saying.
Your co-conspirator came and visited me this week.
You just got to be smart. It's the same reason why, like, I'm in my driver's ed car, full stop at every stop sign, because I know some jackwagon's got a ring camera, and as soon as I run one of those,
you got a cheese head on top of it.
Jackwagon's got a ring camera.
My own wife, like, rides by and like takes a picture of a driver's ed car at a Burger King. It's like, honey, that was me. I was like, I had a 4-hour lesson. The kids wanted a sandwich. It's like, what are you doing?
Did you pay attention?
What are you doing?
Your wife dry snitched on you.
And she's like, I mean, but people are like that. I mean, it's so crazy. It's like, honey, we had a 4-hour lesson. The kids wanted a croissant, which we run we run out. I mean, it's like, what are you doing? It's just like everybody is, and that's just like I didn't take the car to Twin Peaks. I took it to Burger King. You know what I mean? It's just like one of those things. It's like I don't. We have a snitch culture. We have a snitch culture, and everybody's trying to take a picture of somebody and embarrass them. Yeah. It's like, so why are you? This is New York City. It's not like Kaiser. You know what I mean? It's like there's people everywhere. It's like, what are you doing? What I mean, and what in the video, you don't hear anybody say, "Hey, Stop it. You know, they just let her do it.
Keep
They
doing
just filmed her. I just feel so. But it just proves the stupidity of the city of New York. I mean, they're just so stupid. Their whole city is just so. You're just so stupid, and they're bragging about it. They brag about their own stupidity. It's like, yeah, Knicks win. We set a school bus on fire. I mean, like. You think that's a good thing?
To be fair, there are other cities that make the same stupid decisions. There are people in the
Philadelphia is just as bad.
I have to admit,
it's just stupid. I mean,
the women have took the headlines of the stupidity in New York right
Say
now.
what you want.
Absolutely, the women.
Say what you want about the snooty people in Raleigh, who like one of my least favorite cities in North Carolina. But they didn't set the city on fire when the hurricanes.
No, they didn't.
They didn't turn over buses. They didn't of
course not.
Whatever they did. They celebrated.
They had to go to work the next
and that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had to go to
right.
work. The people in New York didn't have to go to work.
Raleigh doesn't have
they're
a
just going to go to the
mayor.
free grocery store. But it's just like you people are so embarrassing, and you defend it. And you defend how embarrassing you are. So it's like, okay, whatever. That's why I pull against the Knicks. I was pulling so hard against the Knicks. I'm like, this is going to be embarrassing if they win. And they embarrassed the whole. I mean, I'm embarrassed for them.
I'll get to more behavior about that. We'll get to that here in a little bit too, but in another sports section, but as well. But
that lady,
y'all seen
that
the
lady
woman steal
in
the trash can. Did you see the woman get snatched off the light pole?
that lady encapsulates the stupidity of that city. And my sister's there right now watching the play. I mean, they love New York. People ask me, have been to New York? No, I've not been to New York, and I'm probably never going to go.
I absolutely love it.
I
love Manhattan.
I just don't care to be around that much stupidity at the same time. I'm good. I'm good here.
It's the other barrels. It's got to, because they got that. I'm from New York, son. They got that attitude.
It's embarrassing. It's an attitude. You should be embarrassed. Don't tell anybody that. Say you're from Jersey. It's better,
Ooh.
Jersey people ain't no better.
It's better.
It's
better to say you're from Jersey.
Just say I'm from Jersey. They like Jersey like to fight too.
All right, so a couple of numbers on LaMelo real quick. Here's his games played. 51, 75, 36, 22, 46.
Uh-oh. We're losing you.
Oh,
we lost you, Kevin. Hold on. I think I know where you're going with this, too. If I can find.
You got me?
Yeah, no, try it now. Try it again.
LaMelo, 51, 75, 36, 22, 47, 72 games played. Averaging 50 games a year.
Yeah.
Out of 82.
That makes last year, and the ESPN made that point too in their analysis. They said that makes last year, he played 72 last year, but and you could say maybe he's turning a corner, he's got himself, and he's healthier going forward, but that also makes last year at this point look like an outlier. So that
it is like I said, we went over the Hornets situation. We hadn't to the draft yet. So looking at there, we'll talk about everybody in a minute, but real quick, we'll start there with Charlotte. They got 2 picks in the first round, and they go with Hans Steinbach,
yeah,
and Hans Christian Andersen.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Hans Christian Andersen are your 2 picks in the first round. That's exactly right.
So Hans Steinbach is a 6'11" center. They're comparing to Steven Adams, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't Hans Christian Andersen the first guy to get to the North Pole?
No, he's a composer.
Okay.
I thought he wrote Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, okay.
Maybe he did. Maybe
I'm
wrong.
I'm wrong about all.
I might be wrong about that.
All right. Christian Andersen, a rookie point guard they drafted. A lot of people are high on him from Texas Tech. It says outstanding 3-point shooter and savvy pick and roll navigator. Welcome to the NBA, sir. Anderson is capable of managing the game. Weakness is he's small for an NBA guard. He's 6'3".
Yeah.
Small. And explosive getting downhill. Is below average physical profile. He weighs 175, 6'3". That's pretty, I would say. Major usage.
We got you breaking up again, Kevin. Sorry, it's coming in and out right now. Yeah, but looking at we going about Anderson. Yeah, undersized. I mean, 6'3", 178. It says he's outstanding 3-point shooter, savvy pick and roll navigator. He's polished offensively. Obviously small for an NBA guard. He's not that explosive. It limits his ability in the paint. He's a below-average physical profile. He's going to require continued growth as a finisher to compensate. And I'm like, great. We got a smaller version of Con Knipple. Is what we've got. We've got a small. It's just
So
Hey, Calm can
so the first,
he
the
turned
first
out pretty
pick-
good, man.
well, and that's fair, but I don't know. He could also get to the basket a little bit better than it sounds like this guy could.
The first Hun pick kind of makes me think about Detroit in the what was LeBron's first year? Rookie year.
Don't know.
Well, anyway, that year in the draft there was LeBron, KD.
Darko Milicic.
It went LeBron,
Darko
Dark.
Milicic. Who you're thinking about for the Pistons?
So the Pistons took Darko Milicic instead of Carmelo.
Yeah.
They would have had like a big run if they took Carmelo.
Yeah.
And I just feel like we did something just like that just now. Where there were, I think it was better players out there, but we took some great European hope over somebody that we've seen proven in American basketball. I think they play good ball over there. I'm not saying that they don't. But there's only so many Dunkins and Jokers and Dirks.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, you see all the ones that they brought over here, and you name those threes. Are
You know,
the only one that
you know what?
stands out.
You know, Jokic was the second-round pick.
Yeah.
Because they did the top 5 second-round picks of all time. Jokic was on there. It's like he was the second-round pick, man. But usually,
So, like, I'm with Will on these in around like this dude's a dude. Like, you always pick whoever wins the one-on-one tournament or the best European. Like, every time you pick for a need, it ends up being like the Hornets. Hey, we need defense and rebound, and let's use a on a 7-footer that can do that. And I'm like, why don't we use all any footer that can get a rebound and score points? The guy who's going to score 5 points.
Yeah,
and that's my point. Like, either move up and get somebody who can score 20, or trade these picks and move back. You can sign 7-footers for cheap. Cody Zeller's still looking for a job. He can come and get 5 rebounds, and not like whoever this draft is going to do.
Yeah,
so that's one thing I disagree with. Just keep drafting wings, the best player till you hit somebody or hit on a European, and then the other ones I don't know. But anyway, here's my question. You guys watch college basketball more than me. Looking at the draft, I'm seeing Caleb Wilson going fourth to the Chicago Bulls. And just from watching Wilson, I thought he just blew my eyes off the screen on how watching his highlights, just places you don't see people take from. I don't know who to compare him to, but Dabinasta goes first. Darren Peterson goes second to Utah. Booze made the biggest mistake about picking Caleb Wilson.
I would say, Kevin, and I think the last part of your question, I think you're asking, did these first 3 teams make a mistake not taking Caleb Wilson? The genuine consensus of what I've seen.
Which one of those 3 teams did
made the biggest mistake?
I want y'all to get. I don't have an opinion. I want what y'all think. Like, I don't know these guys as well as y'all do. It's like, is he not? Are you taking Cameron Boozer over Caleb Wilson?
I think. You could make an argument that the Grizzlies did that they should have switched those. Or even, you could. The Wizards weren't going to take Darren Peterson because they just re-signed Trae Young, and those two. Peterson wants to play on the ball. He wants to be the one, and so even though he probably was the best, everybody agreed right now he's the best ready now player, and probably with along with the combination of upside, that's why he went second, and he makes a better fit for Utah right now. I don't know if you could make an argument Wizards should have picked Wilson over I don't know how to pronounce his last name. AJ from BYU. But forgive me, I should know that. But I mean, Wilson, I kept hearing people talk about, to your point, Kevin, that Wilson has the highest ceiling of any of these guys, but he also has the biggest gap between where he is right now and his ceiling. So yeah, he's got the ability to be the best player in this draft long term.
I think Chicago hit again.
Will, you got there?
Yeah.
He looks like a young Kevin Garnett dunker, like a Sean Kemp. Like the way he's just so tall, and then he just takes anywhere. You're like, oh, that's a layup, and then boom, he does it. I'm just like, okay, we're looking at something different here with this kid. Like there's something. And I think the Bulls are going to be happy with that pick.
Absolutely.
I just think there's something there. Will, looking at Charlotte, who do you think they should have maybe picked besides Steinbach? We got Dalen Swain, Bennett Sturts, Corey, Graves, Quaintance, Lopez, any of these people? Or are you just saying pick somebody foreign? Pick a foreigner.
You could have went with Lloyd. You could have went with Lopez. Any of the guys. We're needing that presence down low. So any of those guys that had presence down low, we already got your backcourt is already pretty much set. You bring it in. You picked up your backup point forward in the draft. The backcourt was already set. It was a front court that was needing help all year. And I think that's where we should have been focused in on a dominant front court player, not just somebody that's big enough to play from.
Right.
A dominant front.
And Kevin makes a good point. You've used your first pick, and Steinbach has got the reputation he could be the best rebounder in the draft. Okay, we used our first pick on that, but his weakness is he's not a rim protector. He's not, and this you're seeing the size is becoming more with Wemby and Cat. You're seeing size starting to creep back in as a more important part. Right. You're going to need to be able, and one of the things I do like about the trade with the Hornets, this is, and with this draft pick, I think drafting him at 14 was too high. But with him, with Reed, with Diabate, with Hardenstein, with all that, they've got different bodies they can throw at. Not saying any of these one guys are going to shut Wemby down, but I'm saying you've got a lot of guys you can throw.
And that was the consensus during the whole. They just kept throwing people at him,
right?
Throwing
the
people
Knicks,
at him, and then
yes,
and then it affected him,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
You're going to need depth.
Bumping. Then this one will pay him, lay off him a little bit. So you was going to need that people to throw at him.
Yep. So I mean, it's that you're seeing.
I agree with you on that.
I don't know. Was this the pick to take at 14? And I don't know. I mean, I felt like this was a very top heavy draft. After 4,
I like the Lopez kid.
Yeah, okay. And I say that the top 4. Then Darius Acuff as well is another one I think. But he was gone by the time the Hornets had a pick. Unless, like Kevin said, you used both of your first round picks to move up to get a lottery pick.
How far could you have moved up?
How far up could you have moved up? Is the question. Who would have taken those 2 picks?
It's all prospective, right?
Right. At this point, it's all hearsay, and you don't know. So
This is the best rebounder in the draft. We don't know that.
right. So,
we like. Everybody likes to say things like this. This is the top scorer in the draft. Like people don't know.
That's right.
We'll see. All perspective right now.
Yep. So, all right, guys. Well, that is our draft analysis. Oh, before I know we've gone long here, but also any thoughts as well? Any commentary on the Giannis trade? Giannis.
They got Hero.
Oh man.
And then
Milwaukee made out like bandits.
It seemed like they got a lot for him. I mean, Hero can score. It seemed like I got somebody else, too.
They got rid of all them big salaries and made out like bandits. They took their whole team.
Yeah.
You got there?
Hey,
yeah.
you
Y'all
there?
got me there?
Yeah, we got you now. Yep.
Okay, you talking about Giannis real quick. I know we got to get a break. We'll take it over to I was going to split up the draft and the Hornet stuff, but the Giannis thing, what that does and people's not looking at, there's one more step for that one. We talk about the Hornets need one more step. LeBron is looking at Miami or Cleveland right now. That's the gap. So you have LeBron and Giannis, or LeBron and Tom and Harden and all the other ones.
Yep.
Bucks got Hero, Khalil Ware. Is that Jamie Jacques?
Jaime Jaquez, yeah. Kasparis.
3 first-round picks?
Yeah. Yes.
And what they get? Well, okay, hold on a second.
And here's the thing, Chip.
Yeah.
Now knowing that Giannis got traded for what he got for Tyler Hero, were the Hornets not on the LaMelo for Giannis?
Right.
Trade?
Right. Now the Heat
Or
gave up.
Giannis wouldn't want to come here. Giannis might have only had a couple.
Right. Well, that too. And the Heat didn't. The Heat were willing to part with that draft capital. I don't think the Hornets. I don't know if they would have wanted to do that.
3 first-round picks.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And what did the Hornets get for LaMelo? 1 pick 20 years from now?
The Bucks got a better return on him than the Browns got on Myles Garrett. I mean, that's bad. That's bad.
Well, I'd say a lot of times, though.
I know it's different sports. I'm being facetious.
Yeah.
Who they picked up, who the Browns picked up on that trade ain't no slouch, and he might be in position to do the same. I ain't gonna be, but he'll be in position to.
Yeah, but I know we're gonna get to football a little bit later, but they got a load of players.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And
And draft picks. That's a lot. So
They robbed Miami. Yes, take him and the salary.
Yeah, and
he
the salary.
Yeah. So next, I know I don't have my clips there for us to go through, but next week we do got some Caitlin Clark news. Some girl choked her out 2 days ago on the basketball court.
I want to talk about that too. Yeah.
And they didn't even call her. They didn't even call a foul.
Speaking of officiating, and I think there's a bit larger, broader conspiracy on that. But yeah.
I mean, it's like, what is she like in real life? Is she just a hateable person?
I don't know.
She is
I don't know.
I mean, it's just like you don't know like what they are in like real life. Like, is she just a detestable person? It just doesn't. This just doesn't make sense for her. I mean, unless there's like, is there something else there? Like, I mean,
well, there is something else there.
I know there's jealousy and things like that,
and that she doesn't fit the narrative that the WNBA players want it to fit.
Right, but I'm telling you, man, the way they go after her. I mean, like, I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying that would make sense. But the way they go after what they do to her, it just doesn't make.
And the way the officiating allows it to be done.
Officiating allows it. It's
yes,
just like
there's something.
Are you cussing out the refs or something like? Are you? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. We going from Kevin beating Caitlin Clark to y'all being Caitlin Clark sympathizers. Y'all are.
I am a sympathizer.
Really?
I will tell you this.
Kevin, you ain't got no help no more now.
I'm just like searching for a reason because there's no reason for her to be treated like that unless. Like if she just did stupid stuff and said stupid stuff but she doesn't seem like I said, it doesn't seem that way.
And it just it makes no sense for a league that is trying to get a foothold on making itself relevant. You've got the most marketable athlete you have ever had that could get you that could help you at least. I'm not saying that she's going to get you, but could help you get to that next level. And you're doing everything you can
to take her down,
to take her out and to eliminate her from the equation.
Speaking of that, did y'all see the 30-year anniversary poster?
So the what?
The WNBA put out a 30th year anniversary poster graphic showing all the girls that made all the best 30 players or whatever making a contribution to the sport, and Caitlin was not on the poster.
Yep.
They've got girls that have been drafted after her on the poster, and she was not on the poster.
I forget who it was this weekend. It might have been. I don't know if it was someone on ESPN or I don't know if it was Colin Coward or Dan Patrick. Somebody on a radio show this week said, if I was Caitlin Clark, I'd pack up my things, I'd go to Europe, and I'd make a ton more money than I'm making here. Except for her. Now, she does get a lot in sponsorships. She does get a lot of money in sponsorships. But I would pack up.
Remember the big three off. They offer like and she took the big three down.
Yeah. Wonder.
She's not going to the WNBA.
Yeah. I mean, all she has I would think all she has to do is call them back and say, "I'm willing to do it." I mean, she's still a marketable commodity. So I don't know.
All right, boys. We got to take some break, and we got some NFL. The next thing we got to talk about, though, is Tom's gambling problem. and the North Carolina House of Legislators have decided to try to fix Tom's gambling problems. I don't know if Tom's seen this or not.
No, I haven't.
We'll go over what they're trying to do next here on when we come back.
It's time to move. Move into your brand new townhome in Grover. They're built and waiting for you. These beautiful 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath townhomes feature single-car garages, small patios, and they're conveniently located to Interstate 85. And the price, only $1,600 per month. That's right, rent only $1,600 per month. For more information on your new townhome, call 704-616-4827. Again, 704-616-4827. Your new townhome is waiting for you. When you put together a sports team, you want to get the best players possible. It's the same in the automotive repair business. You want to assemble the best mechanics, and they have at Oak Grove Auto Sales, Service, and Body Shop. The very best technicians and the very best in auto body repair. And insurance work is welcome. They can do it all. They have the best team ever assembled. Come see for yourself. Even tires, too. At Oak Grove Auto Sales, Service, and Body Shop, 522 Oak Grove Road in Kings Mountain. Online at oakgroveauto.com. Like them on Facebook, too.
A Carfax top-rated dealer for sales and service since 2019.
Every weekend right here.
Welcome to Kyle Petty's Back Then Again Country Countdown alongside the NASCAR legend. We're Charlie and Debbie.
Yeah, I think a lot of people thought they were going to lose their girls to Carl Edwards. Have you ever seen Carl Edwards? When he first came around, I didn't know he had a shirt because he never seemed to have one on.
He can't even pay to hook.
It's Kyle Petty's Back Then Again Country Countdown with Charlie and Debbie.
Friday afternoons at 3 p.m. on Carolina Country, WCSL, online at ktcbroadcasting.com.
It's the best doggone sales event ever. That's at Shelby Honda, home of the Honda CR-V. Lease a new 2026 Honda CR-V LX for as low as $259 per month for 36 months. Or how about leasing a new 2026 Honda Accord LX for $249 per month for 36 months? And lease the ever-popular Honda Ridgeline RTL for 36 months for $399 per month. And all with the Shelby Honda lifetime warranty. Coming in for all the details, Shelby Honda, 4421 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at shelbyhonda.com. Olmsted Plumbing in Forest City and Shelby takes this time to salute our area graduates on a job well done. You're always growing, changing, and learning to be the best you can be. Now it's time to face the challenges of life. Embrace this journey. Believe in yourself because you can do it. Again, congratulations to all our area seniors and a special salute to Landry Olmsted at Crest High School. Olmsted Plumbing, 470 Washington Street in Forest City and 1204 South Post Road in Shelby. Online at olmstedplumbing.com. It's time to dive in. Make sure your water is crystal clear with free water testing at Innovative Pool Designs in Kings Mountain and in Belmont. Bring your pool water by and get your pool water analyzed. They have all your pool chemicals and supplies. And check out their automatic pool cleaners by Maytronic and Naper. And weekly maintenance packages are available. Plus, see their hot tubs and grills at Innovative Pool Designs, 629 East King Street in Kings Mountain and 6426 West Wilkinson Boulevard in Belmont. You never know when a summer storm may pop up. Be ready with the new carport from Acre Enterprises in Cherryville. Protect yourself and your car with a new carport. Be sure to check out their 40-year manufacturer's warranty. Colors available right now include black, burnished slate, white, tan, rustic, red, and clay. They will not be undersold. Acre Enterprises, 1220 Shelby Highway 150 West in Cherryville, right across from Food Line. Online at acrecarports.com. Like them on Facebook, too. Come see the new 2026 Roush Nightmare with 705 supercharged horsepower At Tyndall Ford Performance in Gastonia, yes, it's a scream. While there, check out the Roush trucks, two-door and crew cab models, plus the RTR and the Lotnet Monsters at Tyndall Ford Performance, 1901 East Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia. Online at tyndallford.com, you can become a Roushketeer today. Bobcat and Tri-City Outdoor Power Equipment in Forest City announces the Bobcat Bravo program. It's their way to help celebrate our country's 250th birthday. Now take 24% off for veterans and first responders. Offer good on Bobcat mowers, tractors, skid steers, excavators, and more. Again, take 24% off for veterans and first responders. Come in for all the details. Ask about the Bobcat Bravo program at Tri-City Outdoor Power Equipment, 221 Daniel Road in Forest City. The competition will be blown away with a stop at Cherokee Fireworks Mike's on East Cherokee Street in Blacksburg. You'll find all you need to celebrate our nation's 250th birthday. You'll be the envy of the neighborhood. Roman candles, firecrackers, sparklers, and more. Cherokee Fireworks Mike's is your one-stop shop for all of your tobacco and fireworks needs. They're open 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. on weekends. Cherokee Fireworks Mike's, 2731 East Cherokee Street in Blacksburg. You'll be blown away.
All your hard work has finally paid off. It's time to celebrate. Congratulations to all of our area graduates from everyone at Car Fair Auto Sales in Gastonia. Graduation is an impressive achievement. You've reached the finish line and it's time to start your next journey. Again, congratulations to all our area graduates from Car Fair Auto Sales, where you get better cars at great prices. Located at 1320 Bessemer City Road in Gastonia. Online at carfairinc.com.
They must be doing something right at Century Drug Center in Lincoln and Stanley. They're on their third generation, so they know the folks of Lincoln and Gaston counties. As a matter of fact, they've been serving our area for over 53 years. Come in and ask about the new poly pouch pill packaging. They'll transfer your medications, get up your monthly packaging, and you get automatic refills each month. No more sorting through your medications. Find out more at your nearest Century Drug Center location. 2622 East Main Street in Lincoln, 518 Highway 27 South in Stanley, online at centurydrug.com.
And we're back on Saturday Morning Sports Talk.
Dynamite lead in there, JP. Thank you, sir. Short, sweet, and to the point. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Shock Jock Saturday Morning Sports Talk here on KTC Broadcasting with John Prather, JP in the studio, Tom Sinafani, Will Boykins, Chip Carter along, Kevin Hastings is on site reporting the
excellence of execution.
Excellence of execution. Excellence of execution, JP. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll see how long that sticks. Very much. But welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Kevin
Looking at the camera like
he's like shocked, like what? What's going on? But no, appreciate it again. Kevin's reporting on site in the Great Smoky Mountains area, letting us know what's.
How's the competition? But
yeah, how's
in the lead? How many points we down?
What's going on? How's the weather and how's the sporting up there in Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg?
Y'all got me?
I hear you.
Okay, so my camera's not working again.
Yeah, it's still great out. It's I think the sun.
So let me ask this.
Yeah.
When I switch to this one, let's try this. Does my face cam show up?
Not yet.
But so if you're not getting any,
there we go. Hey, there you are. Well, it was.
So
it was you for like 2 seconds.
I haven't done anything. I wonder why the cam's not. Like I said, it may be overheating.
Okay.
I'm sitting on the balcony. I'm sitting on is directly in the sun. So from about 5 to whenever y'all called me this morning, it was pleasant out here. I was relaxing, feet up, and now I am sweating to death. Like I said, I didn't want to put it on the video cam because I had to sit here with my shirt off for a little bit, sweating. I didn't want. This wasn't the top of the show. We didn't want anybody before the show was the top of the show.
Yeah,
it got warm.
You're doing his best, Petey Pablo.
Yeah. we appreciate every bit of you.
Yeah, that was very thoughtful of you. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you.
Well, y'all two weren't here a few years ago. I did have some shots. Tom saw some shots from the hot tub a few years back. So I've saved you from that one.
I think Tom's trying to erase that from his memory.
Yeah, that'd be a good thing to wipe out.
Good deal. So.
But we're across the street. We're in a nice little fancy hotel that's got a couple pools in it and a little water slide for the kids. But what they don't have is the free breakfast in the morning. I don't know how that didn't work out.
Oh.
So, but across the street is, let's see, some log cabin, grandma's famous pancake house or something.
Uh-huh.
I'm about 90% sure that my family, when I open this door, is not going to be here. They're going to be at the pancake house. So, how was y'all's breakfast this morning? I know y'all are eating fine on McDonald's this morning.
We didn't even wrap up the McDonald's. Yeah, McDonald's from Cherryville. Thank you so much, as always, for breakfast this morning. Appreciate JP going to grab us our breakfast as always. And I enjoyed my McChicken biscuit. Will, what'd you have?
I had a McChicken egg and cheese biscuit this morning.
All right, and Tommy?
I had a bacon, egg, and cheese McMuffin, a hash brown, and a coffee.
How about you, JP? What'd you have in there?
I'm about to start myself some biscuit.
You look at you pacing yourself. I like it. I do got to tell you, I like the T-shirt, JP. That's pretty sure. Yeah, but no, I'd like some Legend. Do you have a Legend of Zelda one?
No.
No. Okay, we can work on that. So very, very cool. Yeah, but yeah, no. Appreciate again McDonald's of Cherryville. Hooking us up. Really appreciate the breakfast gets us going in the morning. So sincerely appreciate that.
I want to thank Michael for not coming in last week because I got to eat his chicken biscuit.
Oh yeah. He Kevin enjoyed your chicken biscuit last week. So that was.
Had a to-do list at the church.
Gotcha. That's very, very nice. So that's all right. I think Tom and I both are going to be MIA next weekend. So.
It's gonna be me and Cam. Well, we're going to be up here fighting the whole time.
No, there you go. He usually brings in, like, a special guest.
He'll call the cavalry.
Right, he'll bring in a special guest.
That way we ain't arguing the whole time.
I think y'all could be very, very cool.
Potter or somebody will come in.
You said Potter?
David Potter.
Yeah, Potter.
Oh, you know what happens when I hear David Potter.
Tom, you do the research there on betting stuff.
Kevin, you're really faint.
Him,
yeah, you're really faint right now. So I know we can hear you trying to talk, but yeah, it's really faint.
You can't hear me talking?
It's very light.
Very light.
Yeah.
Check.
It's like that microphone is about to it's like it's almost completely faded you out. So we'll see if Kevin can get back on here in just a second. So we
can't hear you, and you gave us motion.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was trying to readjust the camera. I saw he was trying to give us a good view there, but it looked like we were riding a roller coaster there for a little bit. That was fun. That was fun. So, all right, guys. We touched on the NBA as well. Again, still faint.
Still
like almost not even there. Yep. Listen to. So we talked about the NBA, talked about the draft. Kind of combined all that into one big segment. As well, did we have? And Tom mentioned it as well. Do we have any thoughts or anything going on, or what's the news y'all are hearing in the NFL? Obviously, we're in off season. We're past the draft. Anything major that y'all have heard?
It's all rumors. They just try to, because it's kind of you start getting your preseason stuff. Who's going to get traded? Like every day, turn on the Browns. They're going to trade Shador. It's going to be a big trade. They're going to trade Denzel Ward. I get tired of. I mean, it's just like podcasters need something to talk about, so they just make up stuff and they start talking about it.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. I mean, what actually happens?
And of course, everybody looked good at minicamp.
Everybody looks good in shorts and a t-shirt. Everybody looks athletic.
They look really competitive.
Yeah, they look he's really all over the field. He's really looking athletic. It's like, yeah, okay. Okay, it's like, let's see what happens when the rubber meets the road. And the good thing is everybody has hope now,
right?
Like the Cleveland Browns are going to have. It's like they're going 3-14. Okay, they're going 3-14. So you can talk all the stuff you want. They're going 3-14. It's okay. But it is the time of year where you can speculate. You can kind of say whatever you want. It's like, oh, we got a chance to make playoffs. We're going to win 11 games. It's like, okay, whatever. You're going to win 3 games.
Right now, the person making the biggest noise, it seems like, and he's not doing himself any favors, is I would assume soon to be 49ers receiver Brendan Ayuk, who basically continues to go on Instagram, continues to make little subtle jabs at the 49ers organization. He went MIA on him last year. Just didn't even show up. Just stopped showing up, and he was hurt, but he was they wouldn't let him check him out, and essentially Shanahan and John Lynch said he was just gone MIA, and he has been posting Instagram photographs talking about, and he keeps alluding to the Washington Commanders, that he will go to the Washington Commanders. 2 days after posting a video to Instagram which he shouted "Go Commanders," he continued his push to become a member of the Commanders Wednesday, saying if the 49ers released him, he would sign with Washington tomorrow. But at this point, the Niners have not. I mean, they're not releasing him. General Manager John Lynch said in January it was safe to say that Ayuk had played his last snap with the Niners, but he's kind of in limbo right now.
He was also arrested
mm-hmm.
for speeding, something like that, misdemeanor speeding or whatever.
They're trying. 49ers are trying to. I mean, because again, he's still when he's on the field and perform, he still can perform. He still can put up good numbers. That they're hoping they can find a trade partner.
He also posted to Instagram of him speeding live.
Yes, yes.
So I mean, he's just like. And I'm not saying it's Antonio Brown level, but you can see.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
It's kind of, and the receivers have to be. They have to be kind of
divas.
Yeah, they're divas. They're a little bit crazy, but you get that a lot from receivers. You don't see offensive linemen going out there. They get the thinking guys. Yeah, and the truth is that offensive lines are the thinking guys. So they're the strategizers of the field.
He voided $27 million for refusing to participate in rehab.
Yep.
Like, I mean, something's wrong with this guy, you know. And they try to, like you said, they're trying to trade him, but they could save $20 million in cap space if he is released. So I'd say go ahead and cut your losses now and be done with it. Who's to say he's even going to be the same wide receiver after he comes back if he's not wanting to do any rehab or anything like that? And you're out there getting speeding tickets. That just says, what's your judgment? You know what I mean? Where's your mindset? I mean, I just wouldn't fool with it. That's just me. It's kind of old school. Why would you want to fool with a guy like that?
I think I'm going to wonder, too, if the 49ers, just as kind of a last gasp effort, waiting for, minicamp to start or whatever, seeing if anybody has a major injury at the receiver position where they might need to fill a need.
It's too many.
That's a lot.
What are you going to get for him? A 5th-round pick?
Yeah, possibly.
You're not going
to get much. You're right. That's if they save that much, to your point, Tom, if they save that much cap space.
I mean, they save $20 million, get rid of them.
Yeah.
But who wants to take on is. I don't know, man.
Yeah, if they
I'm all about low maintenance people. I'm all about some low maintenance people. I told a kid the other day, "You're high maintenance." It's just like, and they looked at me like I was crazy. It's like, you're high maintenance. You're always needing something. Don't have this. Don't have that. Blah 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 blah. Nobody wants to deal with high maintenance people, man. It's just low maintenance people. And I know, like, if you're going to be high maintenance, what are you bringing to the table? And you might say, well, he once was a great wide receiver, but it seems like if you don't want to do your rehab, man, no. I mean, really, what's your work ethic? I mean, it's hard to come back. I mean, it's hard to come back from injury and compete at the elite level.
Right.
So, I mean, I wouldn't. I don't know. I'm just like I said. I'm about low maintenance people, man. If I got a chance to get rid of a high maintenance person, see you later.
Have y'all kept up at all with the Brendan Sorsby situation, the quarterback?
Well, they denied his supplemental draft.
Right.
You know who was interested in him? I'll give you one guess.
Cleveland.
The Cleveland Browns.
Because
we need.
You could always use another quarterback, right?
I mean, there's all the.
Your room down to 3 now.
It was so.
It was 5.
How's it down to 3? They didn't get rid of Gabriel, did they?
Yeah, that's all y'all got now.
No, because they drafted a kid out of Arkansas. They got Watson. They got Gabriel. Unless I missed something, he's still there. Shadur Sanders, they talked about shopping. Unless I missed something, he's still there. And the kid, what's the kid's name from Arkansas? They drafted. I have to say they drafted.
I'm looking. Yeah, hold on. Let's see.
Let me see what his name. I got it here. Talon Green.
Oh yeah. The 6th round pick.
right.
Yeah.
Because they say he's like a physical freak.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's like 6'6" and runs, but you know he throws like Edward Scissorhands. You know, so I don't know what their plans are for him, or if you know he's a project you think you could do something with him, but you know he's still there.
Yeah.
Like you're 6'6", can somebody not throw him the ball? I mean he's 6'6", you know. But I don't know, man. It's just like unless you have the quarterback right, nothing really else matters. They don't have the quarterback right. I know they're talking all this Deshaun Watson stuff. The guy hadn't played. He really hasn't played. I mean, he got there.
That's another guy that's not been in the league for a long time.
He's not really played, man. He's not really even played. When he has played, he's been bad.
Yeah, he's not.
You know, his best game is when they beat the Ravens. They beat the Ravens, and then he got hurt. He was gone for the rest of the year. He came back. He was awful the next year and blew out his Achilles. Didn't play last year. I mean,
And then he's coming off that.
This will be his last year in a Cleveland Brown uniform.
Thank God. I mean, it's like a nightmare that doesn't end. I was like, this guy's been there forever.
He's going to continue to hurt him 2 years from now with his salary, with the dead money hit that he takes in 2 years.
It's
so
just like he's like a fart in an elevator, man. He just can't get away from it.
Just lingers.
Just can't get away from
lingers.
it, man. It's just like God Almighty, man. He just is ruined. He is, and like I told Kevin, he is like the Myles Garrett trade is kind of the last kick in the butt from the Deshaun Watson trade.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you would have got things right, you would have never had this. I mean, they were poised in the early 2020s. I mean, they were poised to.
Yep.
I'm not saying they're going to win a title, but they were competitive.
They would have. Yeah, they would have.
If we come out this year, they go 14-3.
That's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
I'm just saying.
I mean, you know what the funniest rumor was? They were talking about Baker back to Cleveland because Baker's upset with his situation in Tampa Bay, like he's wanting to renegotiate, and they're not wanting to talk to him. So I don't know what he's going to do, but could you see? Wouldn't that be funny if Baker comes back to Cleveland?
Wow.
I was like, he's not. I just think that's podcaster nonsense.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They just like to throw that out there to get everybody to talk about it. You know, realistically, Cleveland's tanking this year, and this is supposed to be a good quarterback class, right? Because I know we got Manning coming out, some others coming out. So, but I don't know, man. How many more times are you gonna tank? It's like you tank every year and you still suck.
Right.
So I mean, it's just I don't know.
So if they went 14-3, made the second round of the playoffs
this year.
This year.
What are you smoking? You smoking weed?
Would you say it was a good investment?
What do you mean for Deshaun Watson?
Yeah.
No.
It's 4 years of misery, and plus they're not going 14-3. This is not.
No,
this
I'm
is
just
not
saying,
fantasy.
if they did, here is.
But see,
if
I like realistic ifs. That's not a realistic if, Will. I mean, it's not going to happen. It's kind of like saying Tom's going to be dean of the School of Government at Harvard University. It's just, wouldn't that be cool? It would be, but it's not going to happen. So I mean, it's like I don't live in like a fantasy world.
I understand.
Like it's reality.
I understand what you're asking, Will.
They're going. Yeah, I understand what you're asking. But
even
it's
if they
just
made
like,
the
it's
second
not
round of the
realistic.
playoffs, it's not worth the price they paid for it.
What they played, they lost. I mean,
and what they lost,
a miserable 22, a miserable. Well, 23, they kind of had the Joe Flacco year, right? I mean, that was kind of fun. But it's been like
you're right, Tom. And a lot of the ultimate price, and on top of all the frustration of the past half decade, the cherry on top that was the ultimate price they had to pay is trading away a generational talent on the defensive side of football.
But not only do you suck, you're embarrassing with your Instagram hose. I mean, you're just it's one thing to suck. It's one thing to be embarrassing. It's another thing to suck and be embarrassing. Okay? I mean, it's like you brought shame and you suck. Like if you were good and you're embarrassed.
That's why we put up with the Charlotte Hornets this year.
You know, I
That's,
mean,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
That's why.
seriously, man. I mean, it's just like you're both. You're both. You're embarrassing and you suck.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, what were they thinking? I mean, Haslam's the classic example of a guy with too much money. You know what I mean? You just got too much money, man. I mean, you can't be an idiot. You made all that money. You're just a football idiot. You know what I mean? It's just like knowledge is not always transferable. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the Jerry Jones problem. Like you got a billionaire. Well, I'm smart. I got more money than you, but it doesn't mean you got football sense. And I mean,
just because you have $1 billion doesn't mean you're necessarily smart either.
He's running the number one sports business in the world right now.
He had enough money to buy a team.
Right.
Will.
Okay,
doesn't
but
make you smart.
But he's still making
in football.
His team that he bought still making more money, and they suck.
But are we talking the Browns or the Cowboys?
The Cowboys. They're making more money than.
But that's not Jerry's. I mean, any owner could make money with the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, it's the most recognizable sports brand in the world.
What price can you put on a championship?
Right.
You can't buy one of those.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just like, do you want another $3 billion, which you already got enough money, or do you want a championship?
Like,
I mean, it's like some people, like Tom Brady, took way less money to win championships.
I mean, Mahomes is essentially doing similar. I mean,
yeah, I mean, just take way less money because a championship cannot be purchased.
If you ask Jerry Jones right now, and this is the problem with the Cowboys right now, if you ask Jerry Jones, like, look, you've got the Chiefs, who basically are the current. In the past 5 years, they've been probably the current dynasty, so to speak, or the closest thing to a dynasty. Would you want that success with not as much profitability if you're putting back into the team, or maybe not as marketable of being a Dallas Cowboy? Or would you rather be who you are as the Dallas Cowboys with none of the Super Bowl wins and still making the revenue that you're making as a franchise? He'd take the Dallas Cowboys revenue any day of the week. You know, championships be darned. That's a problem.
Money, for sure.
That's a problem.
He's a pure businessman. He would take the money. Championships don't make no difference.
That's a problem.
He's gonna make money regardless.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So, anyways, any news up in Green Bay? My parents. I need to show you a picture of my mom and my dad on Lambeau Field.
Oh, wow.
They took a trip up there, and they actually were on Lambeau Field.
You can actually. Like, when you take a trip up there, they'll walk you out and let you take pictures.
They did a tour. They said Lambeau Field's one of the most impressive. And we obviously the history behind it, but even the renovations and everything, they've really leaned into the history of the franchise. Right. They do a great presentation of it there at Lambeau. They said they thoroughly enjoyed their tour.
So
and
there's a
museum
wall,
yeah,
that like going into the stadium. That has all these different statues, sculptures, people that played at Green Bay, and they're playing football.
Yep,
right there. Which I think it's a live scene, which I think is pretty freaking magnificent. You got a live scene playing football at a football stadium.
Yeah,
you walk it up, and then you go into the store and everything. So the store is open like every day.
Cool.
So you can go in the store like every day. It's pretty cool. I know that they don't do that at Panther Stadium, man. I've been up here.
We don't have quite the history.
Not quite.
Nor do we have an owner that wants people around the building that all the time like that. So I don't think so.
Yeah, and then you can go there, walk you out on the field, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Awesome.
One of the oldest.
It is the only two. It's the third oldest stadium still in existence right now. The only other ones are Fenway and Wrigley, I think, that are being used in the country. And that's on any sport. So yeah, no, it's an impressive facility. Mom and Dad really enjoyed it. Any up to date news with the Packers? Anything going?
We ain't blowing no smoke right now.
Nothing. Yeah, that's the kind of thing. Panthers. Chiefs
I just want to say one thing. Haslam made all his money at Flying J. And I stopped there to get gas on the way back. Where I can't remember where I was coming back from.
Mm-hmm.
but I tried to use my credit card, and it must have been a skimmer, and they tried to I used one credit card, it said denied. I'm like, and I used another one, and both credit card companies shut off my credit card and sent me emails and said you're being scammed. So it's like Jimmy Haslam screwing me one more time. But he's not. He's not the CEO. He's not the CEO anymore. But it's just like that's what I thought.
That's awesome.
I was like, should I have known? Like, I tried to buy gas from Jimmy Haslam, and he tries to steal my credit card or whatever.
That's hilarious.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
Gosh, where was I coming back from? I can't even remember where I was coming back from. But yeah,
that's fun.
Yeah, it's just from Flying J. It's like, oh great, love the Flying J. Let me stop there again.
Well, guys, we're going to take another break. We'll touch.
Hey,
on
whoa.
Go ahead, Kevin.
Hold
Go
on,
ahead, Kevin.
Hold on.
I hear you.
Since we don't got much in the NFL, I want to do this in this one. Tom, did you get my text about the legislator?
Oh yeah.
I saw that there. I always knew, Kevin, that you cannot write off your losses on your taxes, like stock losses. You can't. Like if you lose money in the stock market or something like that, you can write off the losses, but you can't do that. So if I win $1,000 bet and then lose another $1,000 bet, I still have to report $1,000 of income. That is to discourage, chasing your losses. Because okay, I'll lose big and I'll just write it off on my taxes. So I do agree with that. And it seemed like there was some other stuff in there, Kevin. I can't remember. But no, it makes absolutely no sense to let somebody write off. It makes no sense writing off on your taxes your gambling losses. I mean, it's just like.
I mean, if they make you pay taxes on it, they ought to.
Oh, here comes Will. Okay. So I'm going to go bet $1,000 on the Super Bowl, and if I lose, then I should be able to deduct that from my taxes as an income loss. Will?
No, I disagree.
So, I mean, it's like
hold on. So, do you think they should pay taxes if they win the money? Should they pay taxes if they win the money?
If I would say either because it's not really income. It's not really income. I don't know if you should pay taxes.
I wouldn't be opposed to no taxes on the income.
Right. If you didn't have to pay taxes on winning the money,
it's kind of
it'd be okay.
It's kind of like
get your point,
but
the fact that when you win money with the lottery, or you win money with the gambling committee,
and I don't know enough about it. But I would say,
to pay taxes
does the casino itself pay taxes?
Yes,
I'm sure they do.
Okay. Let me finish. If the casino itself pays taxes, it's kind of like there's one thing I disagree with. Like if the corporation pays taxes, which we know some of them get away with it, but if the corporation itself pays taxes, then I should not be taxed as getting my dividend check because the corporation has already paid taxes. I would say it's the same thing, right? Because the casinos won or lost. They've won or lost, they've made money or lost money. So if they have already paid taxes, then why is the person who got the payout paying tax? I mean, I guess you could kind of think about it like that. I mean, I don't mind thinking about it like that, but I'm just saying, no, we're not going to write off your gambling losses on your taxes. Absolutely not. Even though I'd be, okay, well, if you don't pay taxes on your gambling because like I said, I don't know exactly how it works, but it's kind of like if I'm trying to rationalize that, if you're not going to write off that, I'm fine with that, but it's not really income in a sense as like going out and having a job and earning income. So I guess I would differentiate there. What's that?
But it is to something.
Yes, it is, but it
they are really really big, huge sports gamblers.
I know there are. I know there are.
100% make their living.
But if the casino itself has paid taxes, then I'm fine with whatever. Like your losses you can't write down, your winnings you don't pay taxes on. Like I'm fine with that. If don't we pay? You pay lottery. It's supposed to go to education, which it doesn't. I know they say it does, but it doesn't. But doesn't. I mean, the winners of the lottery still have to pay taxes.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So, but you're contributing to when you buy the lottery ticket, right? That goes. It's de facto tax. I mean, you call it what you want. It's a tax. It's government revenue. So you've already had all this government revenue. Everybody's paid that. So it's not income in the same sense. So I could see no taxes on the winnings, but no tax deductions on your losses. That's the way I would say.
Yeah, that's just what I'm saying. If they can take away the taxes when you gambling, if you don't have to pay the taxes on the money, then fine.
But like I say the
But
same.
but when if you win with you win big with who do you use?
I use the Score right now because ESPN Bet lost so much money. I think somebody else bought them out, so they lost money on the app. I guess they sold it. There's so many though. There's so many gambling.
So I use DraftKings.
Like DraftKings, there's Bet365, there's MGM. There's so many different ones, and you cannot watch a podcast without an advertisement.
You can't watch anything anymore.
From gambling. I mean, it is, Kevin tries to say, I don't have a gambling problem. Okay. I mean, I bet $5 on Shane Van Gisbergen. I don't have a gambling problem. Okay.
Tom, the first step to recovery
a lot
is
of
admitting
people,
you have a problem.
I don't have a gambling. It's so
Tom,
dumb.
the amount of money does not equal your problem. People gamble on dollars.
You're so dumb.
Addicts are addicted to dollar scratch-offs too.
You're so dumb, man. It's just like you say the dumbest things. How have you gotten this far in life and you're this dumb? I just don't understand. It's like if somebody bets $5 once a week on football or $10. I'll take $10 and play a parlay once a week. That is not a gambling problem. Okay,
Tom, I got an example.
A gambling problem is like when you miss work.
Hey, he's retiring. He's retiring. Hey,
when you miss work
That's a drinking
to
problem.
watch the game that you gambled on, then you have a gambling problem. Okay. For the love of God, it's so stupid. It's just so dumb.
All right, so I'm going to be real for you for a second, Tom.
So we're all in agreement.
You teach driving. Have you ever had a talk with any of the counselors that do the DUI stuff?
That'd be a good speaker to bring in. I brought in speakers that just tell you you're going to jail for it, and I brought in lawyers to tell you how to get out of it, but I've never brought in the counselor. That's actually a good idea. I can't get people to come talk to the class. They're like, I can't do this. I mean, I've had a couple of them quit. Yeah.
Well, Tom, let me tell you what they say. Those counselors will ask you how often you drink, and if you say once a week, they consider you an alcoholic. So if you gamble once a week, I have to consider you an addict.
That's
what they do. That's
such a false equivalency.
That's exactly how they do. That's exactly how they do in those classes. If you drink once a week, you are considered an alcoholic.
That is a crazy. Then there's about 300 million alcoholics in this country.
Well, that's correct. 300 million. That's the way they look at it in that room. So that's where I'm coming from when I said you're an addict. Is that the counselors consider once a week an addict?
70 million.
It's so dumb. I mean, it's such a false equivalency. Doing a little bit of something for fun does not mean you're an addict. It doesn't mean you're. It doesn't mean you're.
So
yeah, but
that
then
means
again, it could become an addiction.
that means I can go out and do a little bit of cocaine every week.
Doesn't mean you're a cocaine addict.
Don't mean I'm a cocaine addict.
It doesn't mean it's a good thing either, Will. That's another false
equivalency.
Tom, I think I'm going to say that's another false equivalency.
That's
don't
a
you?
false equivalency, too. I mean, it's just like, okay, having a beer and smoking a crack rock ain't the same thing.
Nobody said smoking a crack rock.
Cocaine, crack, whatever you want to call it, Will. You know what? You know what? You gotta say the dumbest thing. You gotta say the dumbest thing.
I didn't. You said a little bit of something every week ain't a bad thing.
Calvin, if you're listening,
addicts get real defensive.
We got to start. We got to start requiring an exam or something to get a job here. Pasco would be the only one to pass.
Probably, yeah. Probably.
Pasco would
I think David Potter could probably pass it too.
Potter would pass it.
Potter would pass
it.
He's
Oklahoma.
I mean, it's just so.
It just sounds like an intervention in the addict getting defensive.
It's just so dumb. Why do I get out of bed for this every week? I could sleep in on Saturdays. It's just so dumb. Guys are so dumb. I just have to deal with this every week. It's just like whatever.
This is the cross you bear, Tom. This cross you have
We
to
all
bear.
have a cross to carry. It's what the priest told me. Yeah.
Listen, my wife didn't call the police this week because the driving instructor wasn't wearing a vest.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay. Oh yeah, wasn't wearing a vest.
Yeah, that's why she was upset.
That's probably what it was.
What if it was a sweater vest? What if it was a sweater vest?
Wasn't a sweater vest. Yeah,
All
that's
right,
what it was.
I just want to hear what Tom thought on the North Carolina legislature and the tax.
No, you know what I would really like to find out, Kevin, is because you made me think, like the casino. Like, how is the casino itself taxed? That's what I would like. How are these betting apps actually taxed on their profits? Because I don't know. And like it made me think, and it may be that they're getting a really good deal, or they got some kind of exemption, or they're actually paying. Like I'm going to go and look at it, because if they themselves are paying, then I'm okay with no tax on the winnings and no deduction on the losses. But if they're not paying taxes, then it's a different ball game. But it is something. It is something to look up. It's something to think about. That how is this being double taxed? What are the rates?
DraftKings Inc. pays corporate taxes to federal, state, and local governments through the exact amount paid, though the exact amount paid can vary widely from year to year. They pay corporate income taxes, state gaming taxes, and pass-through surcharges.
Say they're paying like state gaming taxes on top of the court. That's what I'm saying, Chip.
Yep.
Like if they're paying all these additional taxes, if they themselves are, then, isn't it like a double tax? They've already paid all these taxes. Now you have to pay taxes on your winning too. Yeah. So, I mean, it's just like if I own shares in a corporation, I am part of the corporation. The corporation pays taxes. I get a check. I got to pay taxes again.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just come up with a fair rate and do it and be done with it, and just like quit playing all the games with the things. I definitely would be 1,000% against deducting a gambling loss on your taxes.
I think psychologically,
I just don't understand how you can be against it when you have to pay taxes.
Because it opens the door to somebody using that as an excuse to build up their losses. Will
to build up their losses? Yeah,
it feeds into the psychological addiction.
Right. So I would say
there are
both.
Actually, people that do it for a living.
I understand. There's also people who would be, as Tom said, would be chasing their losses just to write them off.
Right.
That's not good.
Like I don't.
I get what you're saying, but what about these guys that actually do it for a living?
Then they're doing just fine.
I mean, I'm against.
You can't have one set of rules for some people and then another set of rules.
That's why I say. That's why I'm not saying you have a law just for the people who.
It's one of the reasons why I'm against. I got mixed feelings about this casino in Kings Mountain, because if you're dumb and a casino's nearby, that's not a good mix.
Yeah.
It's not a good mix, because, like Will says, people think they're going to do it for a living, and I'm going to play blackjack for a living. I'm going to bet on sports for a living. It's just not good.
We know that, but there's also people who are influencers who are not.
But the question is on the gambling stuff, just like any other vice. Well, why is that something to where that we have to legislate or be in charge of? Like, why are you worried about what someone does with their money gambling as opposed to spending it on, whatever?
I understand the personal responsibility argument. Yeah.
Like, would you rather spend it on the crack rocks or gamble and double it up? I mean, I'd rather gamble and double it up on the Braves.
Are they being taxed on the crack rock?
Then go spend it on the crack rock.
I mean that
say,
facetiously.
but
You definitely don't get no money off the crack rock.
I just have a problem with telling people how to spend their money.
Unless you got to work a double shift, and then the crack rock can come in and make extra money, right?
There you go.
Just work a double shift. Hey, pay for itself.
I thought it put you to sleep, so I wouldn't know.
All right.
I've been told wrong my whole life.
Guys, looks like we're running up on the time. I think we need to touch on a little bit of baseball. We need a little quick rundown of the World Cup, and also a quick recap of the U.S. Open. So we'll take a quick break. We'll come right back. You're listening to Shock Joxx here on KTC Broadcasting.
DeRisi Power Sports is your go-to for ATV and UTV parts, service, and accessories. DeRisi is nationally recognized for building race engines and suspensions. They also perform race bike builds. Stop in today and see Santo and Heather DeRisi. These people know what they're doing, and they're located at 4225 Falston Road in Shelby, or find them online at www.derisiracing.com or call them at 704-538-3512.
To help celebrate our nation's 250th birthday, Ford and legendary Ford in Forest City brings you employee pricing. It's a chance for you to save thousands of dollars. You pay what a Ford employee pays. Come on in for all the details. Offer good through July 6th. With Ford, you get American value for American values. See Legendary Ford, 565 Oak Street in Forest City. Locally owned and operated. Find out more at legendaryford.com.
Ask about oil change summer specials at Legendary Ford.
Sonoma Raceway.
Start your engine!
It's the Pit Boss, Food Max 250.
Sam Mayer now looking low at the start-finish line. Mayer's trying to take away that spot from Larson. Cruz got uprooted off the bottom of the racetrack. Sam Mayer's going to look to the inside. They try to go 3 wide for second.
They were fighting over that real estate there with Justin Allgaier.
The Pit Boss, Food Max 250. Saturday, June 27th at 5 p.m.
On Carolina Country WCSL, 92.9 FM, 1590 AM, online at kdcbroadcasting.com.
Summer fun starts at Full Throttle Power Sports in Lowell. Check out the great deals. Save up to $3,500 on selected side-by-side Kawasaki models. Check out the 2026 Yamaha Wave Runners. Full Throttle Power Sports has special offers on the Yamaha 2026 Wolverine X2 1000. Plus get $500 in customer cash. And see the 2026 Kawasaki Brute Force 300 at Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk in Lowell.
They've got it all at Boyd's Tire and Appliance and Boyd's Lawn and Garden in downtown Clover. From appliances to lawn mowers by John Deere and Gravely. And right now, get 0% APR financing for 48 months on all Gravely mowers. Plus, see their line of trailers and name brand tires. Boyd's Tire and Appliance and Boyd's Lawn and Garden. 110 North Main Street in Clover. Online at BoydTireandAppliance.com.
Tee it up for a great golf experience at the Cherryville Golf and Country Club. And yes, the course is open to the public 7 days a week. For your tee time, give them a call, 704-435-6597. Tune your game up with their driving range. And on Friday, come on out for the Captain's Choice starting at 5:30. And for that special event, keep the Cherryville Country Club in mind with several event packages available. That's the Cherryville Golf and Country Club, 200 Club Drive, Cherryville. Online at cherryvillegolf.com.
You always feel better and look better with a clean haircut, and so will your lawn. To get that professional clean cut, call the Yard Barber at 704-751-2314. The Yard Barber does all types of lawn maintenance, including weed eating, edging, grass cutting, mulch, rock and flower bed maintenance, bush and tree maintenance, weed killer for flower beds, driveways, and sidewalks. Also leaf, tree, and bush removal. Prices range from $25 to $65 depending upon size and condition. Get a clean cut today. Call the Yard Barber, 704-751-2314. That's 704-751-2314.
The NASCAR Cup Series head to Sonoma Raceway.
Shane Van Gisbergen for the final time up here in turn number 2. He brought a gun to a knife fight today.
It's the Toyota Save Mart 350.
The advantage is 8 or 9 car lengths over Chase Briscoe. Fans jump to their feet to salute SVG on this beatdown Sunday here at Sonoma.
Coming out of turn number 12, he'll see the checkered flag.
Sunday, June 28th at 2:30 p.m.
On Carolina Country WCSL, 92.9 FM, 1590 AM, online at kdcbroadcasting.com. Grizzly the Greeter at Blessed Buildings at Tiny Homes in Cherryville says they're having a big summer sizzling flash sale now through June 30th. All new and used buildings are now $500 off through June 30th. Also in-stock gazebos with a swing now 20% off. And rent-to-own buildings $15,000 and less for only $150 down. And rent-to-own buildings over $15,000 now $250 down. Plus discounts always for military and first responders. See Miranda and Robert for these great deals at Blessed Buildings and Tiny Homes, Highway 150 East in Cherryville, right across from Ace Hardware. It's all new at McGinnis Furniture in downtown Cherryville. New Italian leather sofas. You've got to come experience the ride with power headsets producing zero gravity. And they're available in gray and tan. Let Hubert McGinnis demonstrate one for you, but better yet, try it out for yourself. And McGinnis Furniture carries a full line of sofas, chairs, recliners, and more. Ask about financing. Delivery is available. See the new Italian leather sofas today at McGinnis Furniture, 303 East Main Street, downtown Cherryville. America 250. The Shelby City Park presents their fireworks extravaganza, Friday, July 3rd at 10 p.m. and featuring the Red, White, and the King tribute to Elvis with Travis Powell at 8 p.m. along with Aaron Morrison. Open it up at 7 o'clock with a collection of 70s music. There will be food trucks, patriotic music and games, face painting, balloon artists, the Bubble Lady, plus a patriotic costume contest. The Carousel and Train and the Shelby Aquatic Center will be open from 1 to 6 p.m. Don't miss it. Fireworks Extravaganza, Friday, July 3rd at the Shelby City Park. For more information, go to cityofshelby.com/parks.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an Auto Owners Insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Your auto insurance agencies are Mooney Insurance Agency in Maiden and East Lincoln Insurance Agency in Denver.
And we're back on Saturday Morning Sports Talk.
Can you hear? There we go. Oh, thank you. There it is. Thank you, JP. Anything exciting you're doing this weekend, JP?
JP's life is constant excitement.
Just a wheel.
Could you imagine being JP?
No, couldn't do it. I don't think I'd be able to stand up to that. So, look at the Packers fan there sporting, and that's a nice gift from Tom there for you.
Listen, my brothers here take really good care of me. I got my master hat. I got my master lineup sheet. So, for y'all that don't know, I am a fan of golf, and I'm a huge fan. I think everybody knows this.
I'm just wondering if you're going to color in the middle part there, the line, and just make that a C instead of a G.
No, I'm gonna find me a Chris to go along with.
Oh, okay. I got you. Good deal. So, real quick, I know Tom's got to get ready to head out of here, and we'll touch on this real quick. Not that any of us claim to be experts. Tom might be the closest thing we've got. The World Cup soccer, U.S. Already had already won their group, so they were into the round of 32. We know that they are playing this Wednesday, July the 1st, 8 p.m., as they'll be taking on Bosnia-Herzegovina in the round of 32. But going in with not quite as much momentum as they had previously, had a loss earlier this week to Turkey, although probably saving a little bit since they knew they were already making it to the knockout round.
Yeah, I think they had like 10 non-starters there. Like they subbed out everybody. The guy that's been hurt, gosh, can't never
Pulisic.
Yeah, he played a little bit. Said that he's getting back up to speed. So July 1st they take on Bosnia and Herzegovina, even though the whole knockout round not set quite yet.
Yeah, it's
a little bit different format now. They expanded to 48 teams because now some third place teams can advance.
Yep.
So it's interesting. It's definitely more countries involved, and it's funny how the foreigners come in here and they're loving the Americana. They barbecue and ranch dressing and oversized pizza slices and things like that. They're talking about how great it is.
Thing on Twitter to watch.
Yeah, this was the foreigners and drinking all the beer. The Scottish came and drank all the beer in Boston, which is funny. So, I mean, everybody's having a good time, and it's good to see. And the World Cup is kind of fun because, you see the Norwegian fans doing their Viking thing and the Scottish fans drinking all the beer and the Japanese fans getting introduced to barbecue and all this stuff. It's really been fun to see it because of all the bad stuff in the world. You know what I mean? It's like this is kind of fun.
Yeah.
It is.
It's kind of fun to have all these people in different cultures and things like that. And I think there was one Australian guy who said it best. It's like you really love America unless you watch the news.
Right. Well, and I mean, you see all these people who they've said the same things. Like I feel like we've been lied to about coming to America. And look, with all, and I don't want to make this political, but everything going on, all the back and forth, and all the problems in this world, and all the issues that this country has. Look, and I had a friend of mine who said it years ago, and I still hold to this today. You can still think there's a lot of problems in this country and still be proud to be an American. Those are not mutually exclusive. I think you can still wish for your country to be better and still be proud of it.
One person is not America. Just
right.
Remember that.
That's exactly right.
That's what makes America great. One person is not America.
That's
one idea.
America is the belief system. America is not a man.
Yeah.
That's what makes America great.
That's exactly right.
And I think that we have a lot of cool stuff, and that people come from foreign countries and say, hey, there is a lot of cool stuff. America's more than, one person.
I was
pretty
surprised at the many people that's never had ranch before in their life.
Oh,
These
yeah, it's life changing.
It's mayonnaise with spices in it. That's all it is.
Okay, but it's people that's
apparently
never
they didn't know how to
had
mix that in other countries. Is what we're finding out.
I don't understand.
We done found a honey hole in the world's market.
But Tom, you make a point too. Like I've heard people from Bill Maher said this several weeks ago. He said, if you want to know, if you ever question how good America is, I tell you who you ask. Ask immigrants or ask people who come visit this country. They will tell you how awesome and how great this place is compared to other areas of the world. So again, don't take it for America. So don't take that for granted. Well, good deal. We got again U.S. taking on Bosnia Herzegovina July 1st. I think that match set for 8 p.m. Any news real quick? I know we're running out of time here, and I won't give Tom a chance. Anything going on the Guardians front? Looks like they are only a game back of the White Sox in the AL Central.
Yeah, they're a game back of the White Sox because they've been
segue.
sucking it up. They got 3 guys out. Ramirez is hurt.
They are
you can't win every game 1-0. They lost 2 out of 3 to the White Sox. They lost last.
Guy.
I mean, it's just they've had some injuries, and like when a team like Cleveland, you got a couple guys out of your lineup. It's just
they are one of 5 teams right now in the AL who is above 500 now.
They won't be for long.
They're 2 games up, 42 and 40.
I mean, they just got the injury bug bit. I mean, their starting pitching's been good, but I mean, what they lose last night, 3-1. I think they lost 2 or 3 games by 1 run.
Yeah,
they just don't have enough bats.
They're 3-7.
I mean, you just gotta if you're gonna go buy. I mean, you gotta write big checks to get bats. They're lucky that Jose Ramirez has stayed there so long because he probably could have went to the Yankees and doubled his salary. But it's one of those things, man. If you're one of those teams like Cleveland, and you're built like, okay, well, like we gotta aim small, miss small, and if something happens to you, man, it's just I don't know if they're going to survive this stretch, and it doesn't matter. Whoever wins the Central is going to get swept in the first round anyway. It doesn't really matter. But I'd like to see them get healthy and kind of make a little bit of get a little bit of a run going. But right now, the injuries and losing some tight ball games, it's been a rough stretch.
Right now, they are. I mean, they are they're one of the wild card teams
right now, but they won't be for long. They won't be for long unless they get their guys back.
3 games back.
Only a game and a half. Only a game and a half out of the wild card.
Mm-hmm.
Only a game and a half out of the wild card is the Twins.
So the Twins.
Yeah. So,
and our Phillies are catching the Braves.
Yeah, the Braves. Yeah, that are insurmountable lead. I'm telling you what. Say what you want. I say it every week. Donnie Baseball. You might be the best regular season manager there's ever been. I would love, and it's hard for me to root for the Phillies. I've never been a Phillies fan, but if I want Don Manley to get a World Series so bad, just in some shape, form, or fashion. Let the man get a World Series. He deserves it. He's a baseball player's. He's a good representative for the sport.
1.5 games back is the No City Athletics.
Yeah, no city. Yeah, the no city. That's right. The one team that doesn't have a city in front of their name on ESPN standings.
Currently playing in Sacramento, right?
They tried a game in Las Vegas a few weeks ago or something, and the ball just explodes out there. Just the warm air. Yeah, the run different. It's gonna be like Colorado all over again. It's gonna be like Mile High Stadium all over again. That was the early. That's the early returns on playing baseball in Las Vegas. So we'll see what transpires with that. Yankees still leading. Have lost 2 in a row. They're still leading the AL East, best record in the American League. Kind of hanging around with the best records in baseball with the Braves, Brewers, and Dodgers. How about what's his name, the starter for the Brewers, the youngster Mizorowski, threw a 105.5 mile per hour pitch last night. That's not your closer. That's a starter doing that right there. It just he's third fastest since tracking began in 2008. So that young man is he throws some heat. To say the least. So, all right, we'll keep an eye on baseball real quick as well. Wrapping up golf coverage, they are up at TPC River Highlands for the Travelers Championship. Scotty Scheffler just doing Scotty Scheffler things yesterday. Was a 25-foot putt away from shooting a 59, being only the second player in PGA Tour history to have 2 sub-60 rounds in his career, Jim Furyk being the one guy who's done it. So shooting a 60, he leads by 2 up there. Looking back at last week at Shinnecock Hills in the U.S. Open, I don't know if there could have been a less popular winner. And I'll tell you what, this goes back to tie it back to Tom's conversation about New Yorkers. And I'm not going to loop all of New York fans into this. I'm not even going to loop New York City fans into this. But there seems to be an issue. And look, golf is trying to grow the game. It's bringing in a broader fan base. I'm a traditionalist. I've always been a traditionalist, and I think there's etiquettes. To Kevin's point last week, I don't necessarily know if we need to be outlawing push carts for caddies, or I don't even know if we need to be having caddies if you have push carts, though. Just let the players push the push carts. But I know there's some silly things, but there's also aspects of etiquette that I think are good, and being respectful of the players as they play, I think that's a good thing, and it goes back to the whole trash talking and act like you've done it before, and this whole mentality of one-upsmanship, gamesmanship, whatever you want to call it. I think there's a right and a wrong way to go about being in a golf to attending a golf tournament, and so call me Shooter McGavin if you want, but I think I think that there. It was and this is from somebody who was I wasn't necessarily rooting for Wyndham Clark to win. I thought it was the ultimate irony that the guy who demolished a locker last year, at the same event last year at one of our most iconic golf clubs in the country, Oakmont. Arnold Palmer could have used that locker and just demolished it. And locker rooms in these places are sacred spaces. There's history in a lot of these locker rooms, and for him to show, probably the only people who were more upset with Wyndham Clark winning last week than the fans in attendance at New York were members at Oakmont. They were probably screaming at their television for Sam Burns or Scotty to catch him. But even all that being said, I still think there's a proper way to be respectful if you're actually out there on the golf course. Demeaning a golfer in the middle of them playing, it goes back to the Ryder Cup, what we saw at the Ryder Cup last year at Bethpage Black. Until these venues properly policed and until the fans in attendance at these places are properly taken care of, I don't think they should be having them at these venues, specifically Bethpage. I think the behavior at the Ryder Cup last year, the PGA is supposed to go into Bethpage like in 2031, 2032. I'd pull it. I'd replace it and say until we know that we can get a crowd that's going to act appropriately, I don't think you go back. I hate to say that about Shinnecock Hills. It's one of the top courses in the country, but I think they've got to do a better job of policing, and it's not hard. I'm looking at the standard bearer of Augusta National, how they police fans, but part of it, the difference there is patrons, when they go to Augusta, they know they've got to behave because they know that
that's the hardest course to get on.
And you won't come back. If you don't behave properly, you're not coming back. They will take your information, however you got your badge, they will get your information and they will make sure you are not and this is just from my opinion or what I've heard. Is not I don't know anything, but just from what they make sure that their patrons know how to act appropriately. It goes into their look at the bottom of your sheet. Look at the information there. They've got quotes from Bobby Jones there talking about how proper behavior and decorum on a golf course, and most distressing is negative reactions to negative play. That's that's into their that it just bleeds in their culture. That shouldn't be difficult for the majors, specifically. That shouldn't be difficult for the majors to enforce that. And the top 5 tournaments every year: Masters, PGA, U.S. Open, Open Championship, and the Ryder Cup or President's Cup. So, anyways, Wyndham Clark did win. Pulled it out. 2-time U.S. Open champion. That's a big. That's a small group. That's a small group. So you've got to give the man credit for that. So, Will, any final thoughts? Anything you've got? Anything you can?
I'm just looking at the Travelers Championship. I'm looking at 16 under, 15 under, 12 under, 10 under, and 9 under.
Yep.
And that's your top 8. And that is a field that is playing some pretty good.
The course that got some rain earlier in the week, it's playing very soft. There were a lot of rounds. Scotty shot 60 yesterday. Victor Hovland, who's in second, shot 61 yesterday. So, I mean, and a lot of players went low yesterday. So it was the course was very soft. The greens were very receptive, and they took advantage of it yesterday. And it's a scoring course. You talked to all the guys. Akshay Bhatia, I think, is tied for 3rd or in the top 5, and he said it's a kind of course you've got to put birdies up, or you're not going to keep pace. It's not one of the par. It is the antithesis of the U.S. Open. Par is not going to be a good score on every hole at the Travelers. So we'll see how the final 2 rounds finish up with that. I'm sure we'll get into as well the big announcement about the PGA Tour scheduling changes. Although it wasn't really big, it basically just reiterated what had been circling around for the past few months. I'm sure we'll get into that more in future weeks, as well as we discuss what the PGA Tour of the future will look like. In the meantime, next week you're looking at Tom and myself will be down on the coast. I'm not sure if we'll call in or not. We'll see. I'm sure Kevin will be back in studio. Will be here. And we'll see who will be joining them as we wrap up.
It won't be David Potter.
Yeah, we got him. David Potter will not be in town. He will also be out of town next week.
Right.
So we'll see who else. Maybe Zach or Brent Pasco. 1 or 2 other folks will be joining Kevin and Will and JP, John Prather, as we round up another week of the Shock Jocks. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Tune in next week. And in the meantime, I'll be gone next week. Happy 4th of July, everybody. 250 years of America. So enjoy it. Thank y'all so much. On behalf of the Hastings family, Kevin, and the group, and for Will, Tom, JP, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. KDC Broadcasting.
I am seed of a chosen breed. You don't see too many like me. Cause I am one of the reasons you do what you do when you wanna be me instead of you. Cause I am still on beat, showing love to the streets. Come on, you know me, cause that's who I am.